Oh boy, I have been waiting, man. Oh boy, I hope Lowen is here and just primed. Just ready to friggin' do this thing. I got my order on Monday, and I've been waiting agonizingly. I'm like, a whole time I was like, damn it. Why did I say we would drink it? I didn't just say we would drink one alone. I said I'd try each one of them on stream every consecutive day that we stream. Which I have three, we stream 3 times. It just makes sense. But that also meant I just had to sit there and look at it for fucking 4 days or something when it came on Monday. Or maybe it came on Sunday, actually. I'm not sure. It came really fast. All the orders came really, really quickly. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump in real quick. Let's wait for some people to come up in here. Maybe this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're being attacked by some sort of rock monster, and we don't have any audio or game sound coming through. The reason why is because we are waiting. Boom. Sorry, why doesn't that sometimes detonate? It feels like real ass sometimes. This. Also, my god, the enemy sucks so much sometimes. Anyways, we will be reacting and talking about all of the most fantastical news about Wuthering Waves. Not only are we getting a free 5-star, which is mad cool, we are also getting so much more. We are getting, as a PC player, we're getting 120 FPS, which is awesome. We are also getting a bunch of new events and a cannon arm thing, which is just so unbelievably sick. So, needless to say, I am pretty happy. Also, yeah, that only works in that one area. Dang, I wish they do give us like a gadget that does act as like a damage element or like gadget. That would be kind of cool too. That way you could like activate your echo and then like pop off with this crazy DPS gadget, and then it'll be on cooldown for a little bit. That would be mega fun. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, what's good, Seb? How is your journey going? I think last time we talked, we were debating on getting a little bit into YouTube or whatnot. Maybe not YouTube, some sort of thing like that. Content creation of a kind. I think how is DaVinci Resolve treating you? Have you kind of overcome the kind of slow burn of basically not knowing what things are? Which I'm kind of living through right now because I've gotten into this program called Affinity Photo, which has like a sale on right now, which makes it really cheap. But at the same time, yeah, it's just a little bit, how do I put it? It's like relearning something from the ground up again, and you're like, I could just be 10 times faster if I use my other program. But you don't have any of the other useful things in there, so I was like, it's just suffering for right now. It's like, what is this? I have to pause, go look up what the hell this tool is, and then see if I can get that tool, and it's a whole thing, you know? But regardless, hopefully y'all been taking care of yourself. In the meantime, my week has been pretty good. I hope y'all has been as well. Come on, dogs, attack. Attack, pink-haired lady, go. You missed. Do it. You guys are the worst. Again, the moment you try to play a game and you try to like actually get hit, you realize, oh, this is a baby game. We don't actually do anything difficult here. It's rough. I just need to get any skill that like gives you a shield is the thing that's ass about that. You gotta wait. I hate anything that like makes me have to wait to get to an enemy. It's just like ass. It's just ass. Lone, thank God. Lone, you son of a bitch. Make me wait a solid 2 seconds, alright? Rude. What do you call it, Lone? My order came on, I think it was either Monday or Sunday. And I've been sitting here watching my order, like in my pantry. Like, I literally came up to be like, fuck. I'm not a liar. I refuse to be a liar and have some and pretend I didn't. Which my mom suggested, by the way. Lovely soul that she is. Hot damn. But yes, for those guys who need a quick little, we will get to the update stuff, we will look at the cool new Wuthering Waves stuff, and we will get to Changli's story eventually. But until then, hold tight, we're going to have to do some of this stuff. So, for those guys who do not know, for a while, I have enjoyed talking to you guys about the weird branding / just weirdness of GamerSubs. It's a company that basically makes powdered energy, coffee energy essentially, flavored water, all that. But they've leaned in heavily to the whole brandification of insert fandom, kind of anime fandom and gaming fandom, but mostly into like just schmexy nonsense fandom. So I basically ordered some a long time ago when they were first starting out. I got something called dragon fruit flavor. It was pretty good. It actually did help my brain. They do talk up it being like nootropic and like super focused gaming skill, whatever, which is fine. But it actually did have some sort of cognitive difference than coffee. Like I love coffee, but the kind of like weird pick me up that you get from Gamer Subs is weirdly different. I'm not sure it's better because I do like the jitter of coffee. I do like the full steam ahead. I can't stop. Anywho, but what do you call it? Long story short, there was like sale going on a long time ago. Loan gave me like $25 at one time and said, hey, use this to buy a Gamer Subs cup because you're the only one that doesn't have it, even though we talk about it so much. And I thought, sure, that's awesome. It's super generous. Thank you so much. So I ordered mine. But then we were in a purgatory hell, man. I have never had to wait almost half a year. It's not that's being a little bit. It's like a quarter of a year just to get a product. Because this was a limited run cup. So hot damn. Is the stream buggy for anyone else, says Bolty? It didn't go live. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, I don't know. This could be fucked up. Sorry. Sorry, Bolty. Anyways, so I finally got my cup. Everything arrived. I also ordered 3 flavors. Do not judge me, by the way. I'm so happy to have the parents I do. I'm also good about like pre-gaming a little bit about people. Like I know how people's brains work to a small extent, so I'm like, yeah, there's this company that has like this crazy marketing. And I did that for like about a week talking about this company that's kind of got crazy marketing, but it's kind of wholesome because they kind of lean into the anime aesthetic, all that stuff. So I'll tell my parents that. And then I pulled out this gem, which is like, like pinups back in the day. Like that was the whole thing. Well, it's kind of similar branding to that. So when I did unveil, you can't even see it, but when I did unveil that, and that's in the pantry, I was like, and they were surprising, like, yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. So shout out to parents being fantastic. But what do you call it? I will say, it is weird, like seeing an image on screen of like, oh, it's some like whatever art, it's some like bathing suit art, whatever. Having it like plastered on like the design of the thing is a little different. Like, I think this is significantly more like I feel shame than this. You know what I mean? Also, here's the cup, by the way, which is green, so it's green straight out. But sorry for the awkward crop. I'm the worst at this. Anyways, you can see into the void at the top left. But this is the cup. It looks pretty good. I will say, okay, so this is like a product review at this point, I guess. Fuck it. So, I do think the cup is pretty good quality. If I was giving it like a thing to expect, I'd say it's like a B+. It's like, oh, you made money, but it's not like, oh, you completely shit on me to make money. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy. Again, there's some ones I got from Costco because I do exercise stuff. So you get like protein shakers and they're like dense plastic. They're fucking like, can go through a war essentially. They have like a weird mechanism in them that's meant to specifically like bash apart protein powder. Things like that. This is really good. This is really good. I will say, I kind of get what Red was talking about a little bit. The only criticism I have for the cup really is this. I do think this image should be much bigger. In like when you're actually holding it and you're looking at it like a normal thing, it's a pretty tiny little piece of art. I wish it was much more like blown up, I guess. Like there's like a weird like thing, like this kind of like plastic liner that goes around like this. I think that should be like majority taken up, like all the way up here, all the way to these edges and all that stuff. But yes, other than that, I think the art looks rad. I think the art looks actually pretty good. It doesn't look like it's chipped or anything weird or gross. So I'm happy with it. I think it's, unfortunately, the one that we got does not have a lot of like color bleed through. So the goth girl, I guess, is always going to be goth, which is probably for the best. But anyways, today, ladies and gentlemen, and you best know that tomorrow we are going to try the other ones, and not all of them, but each stream. So Saturday and Friday stream. We'll each be trying a different flavor. But for today, I promised Lone that we would wait until Thursday stream to try this, because he also ordered anime girl thighs. Anime girl abs. Different thing, same bit of business. Also, Lone, do you know what the flavor profile of this one is? Because I did let my mom try this. Because I always just like, there's this new energy drink, try it. And she's like, sure. And she said it tasted like a raspberry something, which she couldn't put her finger on it. Do you know what the exact profile is? It's also crazy that they don't just add like a little blurb in the back that says like tangerine or something, whatever the hell it is. But Lone, are you ready? Do you have your shaker cup? I've been waiting all week. to drink this. It's been sitting there since Monday in my pantry, and I've just been like, damn it. Shit. No, you told me to wait till Thursday to try with you. I know. Hello. I know. But what do you call it? No, but I'm talking about, like, do you know, like, I could look it up, I guess. I was just going to hope that if any of us know what the hell the profile, it's blue, bold cherry, and pineapple. Okay, so cherry and pineapple? Okay. Thank you, Bolty. All right, Lone. Wait, I'm getting the water. Okay, get it, Lone. Hurry up. Let's rock. I will say then again, I do like I actually bought the thing without recognizing the color profile of this, which is like kind of, it's not actually like a green color, guys. It's like almost like a you guys remember like the 80s and like in like going snowboarding or skiing in the 80s or something like that, where it had like this, it's like this bright pink meets this like kind of weird green, this offset green. That's exactly what it is. So it's that like 80s pink with the offset green, and then the thing. Again, the only criticism I have for the cup, outside of it being like it's good quality, but it's nothing like absurd. It's not like the highest level quality. Is the image. I want that image to be bigger. I don't know if I want it to be the whole cup. That's what Red wants. He wants like the whole cup to be wrapped around it. I just want a little bit more to see of the image. And again, the takeaway for all of the, like, so those guys don't know, these are the ones I bought. I bought the one that has the highest sales in all of this, which I believe is Shy Lily's. Sorry, Shy Lily's Blowhole Blast. Hell of a name. For love of the game, I had to buy Anime Girl Thigh just because I had to know. Even though I'm not sure how I feel about the whole, what is it called? I think it's like creamsicle is what it is. I don't know. I feel about creamsicle. I'm not sure if it's like my favorite flavor profile, so I think it's just going to be okay. But this one, however, I did think would be a W. So I think Shy Lily's is going to be an absolute win because everyone seems to love it. And this one seems to be good, which was, again, I think at the time I was probably like, oh, it's pineapple and cherry. Both of those sound lovely. And yeah. Also, I got the OG tubs, which were significantly like thinner and longer. This has like a hefty amount of girth to it. I think it's the same amount of servings or whatever. But, you know, also, anyone else who is well-versed in the GamerSupps thing, how much flavor profile do you need to put in for what is essentially a normal cup? So I thought it changed. Also, what is with this? So I do have my things right here. Why do they give you these weird stickers when it arrives? I know they're like the background things, but why do they give you the stickers? And why are they like a decapitated body, you know? I thought they, like, the URL would lead you to, like, essentially whatever the sticker's, like, flavor profile is. But I don't know. I got a weird snake torso, and then I got a weird skeleton mossy torso. So I don't know what that means. But yeah. Here it is. Oh, fuck. That's why. Damn it. What do you call it? My mom did say it tasted kind of light. But that's because you need to put 3 scoops into this son of a bitch in order to have it actually be, like, fit for the 24 ounces, essentially. Well, hot damn. You get free stickers when you order a cup and a free. I did get some free samples, so we could keep trying new flavors, but I think I'll save that for next week's stream. The packs. I got Gamer Fart, worst name in the history of flavoring. It's just awful. Anyways, Lone, are you ready? Because I can't handle it. I've been edging since Monday. All right, ready? Let's rock. Let's give it a shake first to make sure all that stuff is diluted. Aerated, I guess, is also. I'm not sure that's going to improve it or make it worse. But let's rock. All right, ready, Lone? Lone said he's ready, so I'm assuming he's just going head first in. Let's see. That's significantly better than any flavor I get. It has a bubblegum flavor-ish. Like, it has kind of like this background flavor of, like, bubblegum. Sounds like cherry bubblegum. Its aftertaste has a weird thing. It's not. Ooh, it kind of tastes like cough syrup on the aftertaste. That's a weird sensation. It's really good when you drink it, but then it aerates in your mouth and like you have like that's kind of wild. I'm not sure it's a positive or negative. It's a positive in the sense that I'm like, as I'm breathing, I'm starting to taste it again. But the weird thing is that it's kind of like I think it's because that what is it called? Berry? Yeah, cherry. Sorry, cherry is such a, at least to me, it's synonymous with like certain cough syrup and like those kinds of tastes. And yeah, huh. Lone says, hold up, wait a minute. This tastes it does taste good. I will say that's interesting on what happens after the fact. That's interesting. That's also kind of weird. It's so good drinking it. It tastes so good drinking, but then a little bit when it starts to come out, I taste like that cough medicine thing. Yeah, I don't know if I love the after effect of it. Maybe it's also because I have it diluted, so I'm not getting like the strong flavor profile that I should. It makes sense. It does taste like a very like kind of summertime fruity kind of thing. Like it to me, it tastes like something that you'd find at the beach or of a kind. That's funny. I like it. I'll drink it. I think I'd classify this as like a 7 or an 8. It's an 8 going in. Like as you're drinking it, it hits your tongue. It's good. But then the aftertaste to me makes it kind of like a 6, which is eating away at the high score a little bit. What about you, Lone? What do you think? I definitely taste the cherry. I don't really taste the pineapple at all. It tastes so good going in. It tastes so good going in. But the coming out part is weird. Maybe it gets better as I drink. Lone's already going fucking crazy. Lone's like, I'm going to mix it with Blowhole Blast. Just fuck it. That's going to come second, like 7 times until I try this. I'll finally adjust and change some stuff up. Maybe like Dr. Pepper? Maybe. It tastes good. It tastes good. I think the more you drink, the more it kind of sounds weird, but it kind of like goes all over your palate, and you kind of taste. You don't. The aftertaste is no longer like fleeting, so that it's just kind of permanent, and then it tastes less weird. I do find like cherry. It's such a synonymous taste in my head of kind of like a cough syrupy type thing. Yeah, definitely not bad. I'll drink the shit out of it again, especially drinking it. Like if you were really gonna chug this shit, whoo, you cooking. I can't believe you're gonna put three spoonfuls in there though. Although some people go apeshit. Some people put like 5 in there, even though I think this little packet says like don't ever exceed. What is it? Don't exceed 4 servings daily. Yeah. I wonder what that means when it comes to what is it called? When it comes to like coffee. So like hypothetically, say I have a tea and a coffee every day, and now I have this, and I put 2 scoops in. Oh god. Lone says, I don't like the cherries, so I get so to get me to say it's good is impressive. Yeah, no. Again, it's not. I think it's the pineapple and like the subtle cherry, but they made it like a bold flavored cherry, so the cherry really sits for a lot longer, which is weird because again, it's a good thing because like my experience with the flavors have been pretty. It's like an old ass dragon fruit flavor that they made a long time ago. That doesn't really taste like anything. Kind of just tastes like a little bit like flavored water, but nothing much. But that tastes like an actual like yummy taste. Lone says, for me, I associate cough syrup with grape. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Grape. So I don't really get the cough syrup taste for cherry. To me, I guess like cherry medicine. Maybe not cough syrup's the right thing, but like cherry medicine of a kind. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but I do remember like there's something cherry that's a medicine type, whether it's like a cough tea or something like that. Bolty says, seeing Changli breath in good for those. Exactly, yes, what I call it. Man, I love this character. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into her lovely story, which apparently is saddening, also again, we will be doing this intro stream every stream. So if you guys aren't here at the beginnings, you can roll it back because it's YouTube. But we're going to be trying this one probably tomorrow, and then maybe not. Maybe I should try this one. I want to try this one first. This one's Creamsicle, which I don't know how that one's going to be, but we're going to try that. That one's the one I think I'm going to dislike the most, which will be just a shame because it's anime girls. It's a sacrilege. Anyways, but before we get too into the weeds, let us look up some stuff. That's the tunes we listening to. That's some of this. Here we go. All right, so I got pretty hyped for this. This to me, Man, I just to kind of like talk about it a little bit, I am over. You guys know that I'm really into Wuthering Waves. The issue is I find, how do I put this? I wish people. I feel like this is kind of going the game. This game is kind of heading down the route, which is not a bad thing, or not the end of the world, but it's kind of going down a route of like doing so many things I think really well, and for whatever reason, it's not getting that same kind of love in a weird way. Does that make sense? Like, so for me, people constantly bitch about like gacha games or like microtransactions in a video game, but then they play a video game that is pretty good and they kind of get sucked into that video game's universe, and then they start buying and feeding into the microtransaction monster all over again. And then when there's a thing that doesn't do that, and is a still pretty good game, but maybe for whatever reason just doesn't hook you in the same way, then it kind of doesn't, people just don't acknowledge it in the same way, which I think it's like, well, I don't know. I find that to be a little bit like sad a little bit, because I do think that this game is doing, again, if you guys didn't hear the news, we are getting a free 5-star character in the next update, along with like every problem that people are mentioning with the movement and the like attacking and stuff, having 3 different options now. So the weird shit of like hitting an enemy that you weren't aiming at is now going to be gone probably. You have camera directional, you have distance, or you have movement direction. These are all things that can help you prioritize whatever you're trying to hit at, which is fantastic. I love to see that change. We're also getting somewhere in here. This one first and foremost, we're getting a new shooting droid thing, so you don't have to swap off and switch to like a gunner character, just to be able to do all of these little events all over the world space, which is kind of cute. You just got this little tiny little orb guy that you can shoot. I wonder if it actually deals damage, like if you actually like summon it and like hit a ranged enemy that's so far away. That'd be kind of neat, but it's probably just for this itsy bitsy challenge, but still very, very neat. This is something that, again, it took years to get something like this. And currently, ZZ doesn't have anything like this. I hope they do add it. I would love that. But this is really cool. And it's uncapped, which is fucking, dude, I can't even describe it to you. This, let's just read it. Let me not fuck up and just like make sure I understand it. You will regenerate 1 wave plate crystal every 12 minutes, up to 480 wave plate crystals. That's pretty good. Once the limit is reached, you will not gain any more wave plates. I think this is also just doing this, so if you have basically the idea, if I'm not mistaken, and this, I hope it does it automatically, but the idea is essentially the more energy, the world energy you have, will get pushed into a crystal by itself. So you don't have to log in every day, kind of like fortify yourself, you don't have time to play. The one thing that I think is kind of sad is that I think you do lose out on a little bit of like energy. So like, yeah, like I think it's a slight conversion loss maybe. I don't know all the intricacies of that, but I love this. The fact that, again, it makes it so that if you only can play once a week or something like that, I don't know how long the energy really goes up to, but let's say you have like the 3 or 4 day break, you're not like completely shooting yourself in the foot, you know? And this to me is more in line with what this thing is supposed to do, which is kind of start to slow you down and stop you from just like ravagingly like devouring this game in 2 or 3 days and then like hating it because you just played it for so long. It's trying to temper you down a little bit, get you to walk away and come back. And this just lets you do that perfectly. The reason why other games don't tend to do it, at least not to this extent, I think is because the mechanism is not to like make it so that you don't over OD on something good, but instead is to make it so that you have a validation on coming back every day and having the chance of getting addicted and all these things, you know? Lone says, I've been mixing flavors all week, so I'm wondering. Ooh, this was worth the wait, Grin. I gave it an 8.5. I give it an 8 too. I think I give it a 7 to me. I can give it a 7.5 because again, that there's something weird on the aftertaste aspect of it. Maybe I just got a weird tongue that's like notices weird shit. But yeah. Have you tried lenient? No, I haven't got. Okay, so what do you call it, Bolty? You bought the same thing that I did, essentially. Lone, you did as well, the like boxer special order thing. Have you guys got your confirmation email that says it's shipped? I know I got mine that says like you made the order. I haven't got it to where it was shipped yet, which is kind of ass. So if you guys haven't got it either, then I'm like, okay, we're good. But otherwise, I'm like, oh. Also, I'm so sorry I didn't receive your message. Terrible. or Seb, I should say Seb. I've been editing videos. I tried making skits, and then I realized that I didn't have enough space in my camera. Yeah, man. Again, Seb, I think like my brother's currently getting into making videos too. He's making like an anime channel that he's just reacting, and like he wants to do fun videos, which are really good ideas, like watching all of Bleach and watching all of One Piece, etc., and like pitting them against each other episode to episode. So as he's doing the journey to like watch these iconic shows, he's gonna see how good they are each step of the way, and like talk about them and upload like a short on them, which I think is a very sociable idea. But the advice that he's using, and I very much agree with as well, is just try to get to like 15 uploads no matter what. Like no matter what. That's the most important thing. It's just to try to get to that balance point, because otherwise it's just gonna become a non thing, you know. I can't believe bots are getting so good that they have like a fucking profile with like a convincing banner and shit, and it's just wild, you know. Also, what's good? Stitch says with the kidney beans, Grin with the kidney beans. What do you mean I don't have a kidney bean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Lone says, Grin, I hope you like the one since... You know what? I don't know what you're talking about. Bodhi says, nope. G-Subs, right? Yeah. You guys haven't got your confirmation order on the Gamer Subs order with the boxing collab, whatever it's called, like the like sale, whatever it's called. I got this answer from their support thing. Hey, what's up? We apologize if your order wasn't shipped yet. We are doing our best to ship it as soon as possible. It is delayed due to the high volume of orders that we received during the... Yeah, again, I think it's... I'm hoping, Bolty, that, like, this whole Gamer Subs thing has just, like, emboldened them to finally realize, like, holy shit, having, like, a deal where we're giving away, like, a cup and a shirt, which I guarantee they're making, like, huge margins on these things. Holy shit, because it made me be like, okay, an order that would otherwise be too expensive is now like totally worth it, because I kind of don't mind having the other things as well. It makes it like valid, and you're getting a flavor along with like a cup and all this other stuff. So I hope that to them makes it so like this upcoming Christmas or something like that, they're smarter about it too, and they're like, yeah, we should like get like if you order 2 tubs, you can get a free insert YZ, you know, another flavor and a cup, or another flavor and a shirt. Like it's just... I feel like it really did a good job as far as promoting me to move, and I think promoting everyone else too as well. But that's good that, what do you call it? They sent that out. That way there's like a baseline. Because I actually wrote like to their support line, which I think I just got to write back and be like, it's all good, never mind. But yeah, I was wondering why they haven't got back to me, like, and it's been a week, but it's probably because they're overwhelmed with how much stuff there is, you know? Anyways, back to Wuthering Waves. This is fantastic. I love the fact that we can now condense our stuff, and it seems to be like an improved version of condensing your resin. Hopefully it happens automatically. I hope you don't have to manually go in there and like do it, because then you're still logging in every day. It seems like that's not the point, which I think is why it doesn't work that way. Let's see. Yeah, so this is just a fun little thing. All the like cool cut scenes for like summoning in your people, we can now see. We also get a little tease there at the end that we can see the other character, the painter girl, who's I think a cryo character, weirdly enough. And yes, right here we can see she's like sitting in a bed pond. You see that for like 2 seconds, then it cuts away. Again, this is huge. Optional, be able to play in 120 FPS. Let's go! Finally, I was so tempted to jump over and just fucking do the thing. New Depths of Elusive Realms store rewards. Oh, cool! So new store rewards. Final approach stage. This Darkness White Cat. Okay, to help you try out the level of more resonators, we will add more exchange items to the elusive store. It's a depth of event. This item will be available to converse event to second half of the... Okay, cool. So I think they're maybe talking about how they're wanting to put like the new resonators, like the fist guy and then the painter girl, into the store, maybe. You can't wait for her, the painter girl. She does look really cool, man. It'd be interesting to see what her kit is, because I do think they're giving us... people have been saying, from people who play Punishing Grey Raven, which is this developer's previous game, that they really don't hold back when it comes to giving you a free 5-star. Like again, one best example is the free 5-star that Mihoyo gave us, Aloy, which probably was like PlayStation giving them like $1 million, like millions of dollars. And even then, you still, if you wanted multiple copies of it, you're still, I think, had to buy multiple things. Maybe she didn't have a constellation tree. I thought she did. Regardless, Aloy, ain't no one playing Aloy now. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's just the case. But apparently, Wuthering Waves does make it so that their free 5-star character is actually like a carry, is someone who's good enough to be worth investing into, which is tough for your boy because I don't have any Electro team nor Electro buffer. Lone is eating good because he has the Puppet Master girl who I despise. But yes, so the new rewards for that. More guidebook activity per daily quest. It's kind of nice. It's kind of annoying sometimes when you have to like go and quickly make food. It'd be cool if you could just go kill this thing, go kill that thing, and be good. Or use your alt like 7 times or something. That's something easier to do as well. What is this? Activate points reward for spending 180 waypoints daily. Quest has been increased to 20 to 60. Gotcha. Yeah, the main thing, my main issue in the game right now is I feel like I've just hit such a stopgap because I'm just fighting to get to level 60, and it's such a pain in the ass because that's when you finally can like invest in all your skills. I've been even like trying to run around and do like side quests, which by the way, side quests in this game kind of fire. Like it's like an intricate thing where like you're summoning some sort of weird bird thing and you're like cleaning up like dirt and then like summoning tornadoes and shit. Like it's actually pretty involved and kind of neat. It's not just like, hey, just do the base puzzle mechanics and yeah, and then we'll give you a chest at the end. It's like, no, here's a tool that only works here. And you're like, oh shit, okay. Yes, so I think this is the big news. Version 2.0 Moonlight something is coming soon. And in this update, we'll introduce the Moonlight Festival event, addressing any issues impacting your experience so far. We'll be aware of many Wuthering Waves rooms for improvement. That's so sweet. So they're like, yeah, we can make sure we improve. We're committed to listening to feedback to our community, optimizing it to enhance the game. Together, we aim to create a better Solar 3 and offer you more thrilling adventure. That's awesome. This is something I actually do believe when this developer says it, which for MiHoYo for such a long time I didn't really feel like I believed in at all. But hey, it's kind of cool because they have adjusted everything that, like, I don't have a problem with the game anymore. The game is running at 120 FPS. The lock-on hopefully is going to be much better. They're giving us a free 5-star to boot, and the resin is now condensable. Now it's just about them creating new events that really pull us in. That's like the only other metric that's like, holy shit. And at that point, we're kind of eating too good. Seb says, it's definitely kind of hard since I did everything on my PS5. It's so, yeah, man, it's definitely, I mean, I think it's always hard, especially the main thing that you're going to encounter when you're first uploading stuff, Seb, is there's always going to be something that you could think in your head that you could have done better. So like, oh, like for instance, you were like, the camera angle was off. There's like 1,000 of those that will impede your capacity to like create, which is not bad to have those. It's always good to have like ways in which you can improve, but eventually those things will eat you alive to like, this is not good. That's not good. Why isn't that better? I could have done that better. And one of the easiest ways to like recognize this, and this is what streaming really helps with, but it's basically being caught into like a death spiral or a reset point. So the best advice I think you could get if you're trying to do anything that has like your voice behind it, like your speech, your commentary, your talking about a topic, whatever it is, try to do a full run and then do a retake. Do a full run of your entire video, then do a retake. But never get into the trap, which is what I've fallen into many times, which is resetting after one sentence or one fucked up syllable, like that. Because you get caught up in a death loop. How many times have you guys seen like a YouTube video that has this weird interaction which goes like this? Hi guys, what's going on? Hello, hi guys, what's going on? Like there's like this weird like reset because this person is in their head so much that they're like, that was the worst take in my life. I can't start that way. It has to be the best take ever. And it's the worst. It's for the content creator specifically. So never try to do that. Try to go like one take, make the best that you can, recover after your fumbles, and it's just a much better place to be. Voldy says, gamer subs will definitely grow, but I'm afraid they will not make things more affordable. However, it will be nice to see them expand over Europe in ways to so that other supplements will be easier. Yeah, for sure. Well, I think, I don't know. I do think Gamersubs hasn't really changed their flavoring anymore. Like, their price tag has always been, I think when I got it was like 36, and then it's jumped up to 40, which is pretty sizable jump, but that's also because Canadian dollar dropped, and it's a U.S. company, so there's other weird variables, but yeah, I don't know. It will be interesting to see. I hope they don't start going like high in price. Usually that's not the case, because you have two options usually, is one to expand in like bigger production so that you can like make a lot more, therefore your goal is to push as much of the product as possible rather than trying to make what little you have sell for the highest possible amount possible. The issue is that Gamersubs is one of the strongest like branding companies ever, so it has a slight lean, to Boti's credit, of being like them like doing that. Like, usually, what do you call it, companies with the best advertising sell the product at the highest possible margin because that's what their advertising kind of gives them. Hopefully not. Anyways, we're gonna continue. Within a Wave still has room to improve. We are also excited to announce that everyone will be receiving a 5-star Resonator, a melee. First of all, this is huge. They could have given us like a 5-star support that's like specific into Dendro or something, and they know in their heads that there's not going to be a main DPS Dendro character, or like whatever called. Let's say an element that a lot of people don't have, for like 10 banners. So like, this is good, but it's not going to be something that's going to make everyone overpowered and not incentivize them to pull on a banner. But this is I think it's an attack character. So it's a main DPS character. So if you're struggling with your account, if you still haven't gotten a character that can kind of cut through everything, this could be that character for you, which is huge. So to me, I think that's just a really good cherry on top. And in the same vein, hypothetically, in the future, things could get they could up the ante even more, and basically be like, yeah, well, this is an attack character. Everyone's gonna eventually get power crept, but I don't know, man. My Encore still does a decent amount of damage, and I don't feel like they've gotten power crept yet or anything like that, you know. But anyways. And that's it. We're getting a free 5-star character, we're getting 120 FPS, we're getting the ability to condense resin, and we're getting a bunch of new events, as well as some just good quality of life stuff. We're getting the movement directional attack stuff, to have it be massively improved. This is the new event that's coming down the pipeline. We have this event. This is the weapon for the artsy girl. This is the weapon for the punchy boy. I guess that is something. You still need to get the weapon for him. Probably, I could see them really incentivizing the weapon. Because yeah, I could see that being like the linchpin of like, hey, you should still wish on a banner, because they got to make money somehow. Special 5 event bonus. We got more story, it seems like. New returning events. Ooh, nice. Praised the Tide. Okay, so she's going to give us a login reward. Man, we've been getting a login reward every single main patch. This is awesome. Depth of Elusive Realm is coming back. We love that. A new thing called Limited Time Tower Defense. That's kind of fire. I wonder if that's going to incentivize certain characters to have like the suck power. I know that like the monk girl does. I know there's also like the electro dude in the fedora who sets up like a fucking tombstone, which maybe that would be pretty good here. Who knows? Alloy smelt. This is fantastic. It just gives you more efficiency on your weapons. What's this? Oh, is this the new like super endgame phantom thing that's like really hard? So they're adding an 8th tier, and now this thing is going to be on it? Well, good. That's just great. Totally not scared about that. But anyways, hot damn. I'll probably close these two because those are going to ask up for some space. Also, Bolty, thank you so much for telling me about my CPU thing. I think I fixed it. I had to do something kind of sketchy. I had to update my motherboard, essentially, which could, like, if your power cuts out in the middle of you doing that, it could be catastrophic to your whole fucking motherboard. So I was like, please don't turn off. And I think it's good. I've also like kind of bottlenecked my CPU so it doesn't get too hot. So hopefully it runs good. I haven't noticed that like a problem within this that's made it bad, you know, like you think you lose frames or lose some stuff. So before we do the main meat and potatoes of this thing, let's do this. Sorry guys, seeing weird shit. Before we get into the main story that we're trying to look at, we are going to be burning our resin, because you know how it be. Let's burn our resin. This is the thing that I do find weird. Like, that's why I hate being at like level 60 so much, is we are stuck in this kind of limbo hell, which is like, I don't know what to spend my resin in, because I'm waiting to spend my resin on something good. Like, I when I get to level 60, I can level up Changli, I can level up the one girl, I can like fully commit. But at this point, I'm kind of just sitting there like, okay, I guess. it's a little shitty, you know? And I don't know, at this point I probably should stop wishing like for the fire banner stuff. Yeah. Maybe we should, let's do 2 here and then let's do the rest on the other set. The void set, because the void set is yeah. Also, has anyone played Changli's special story quest? Is it emotional? Should I not try to spoil myself for it?
Steady there.
Damn it. There it is. Bang, bang, bang. This.
How reliable.
Pop. Fantastic. Damn, I hate when there's one just like 2 feet away. He's wrecking your whole life. Bang. And then this.
Perish in
This. Oh, I don't have any more.
Make it fast.
Damn it. He's not dead.
Think fast.
This. Pop. This.
Mine.
Oh. Oh. So good. Alone says, I knew it. How did I know? Deep down to my fucking essence, my guy, that as soon as I mentioned Aloy, Lone was gonna come in and be like, here's the information. Let me see, did Lone defend her or did he just clarify? No, Aloy has no consolations till this day. And she still says that this adventure path has not yet been unlocked or something like that. Okay, good. So I thought you were gonna be like, Aloy's the best. I'm like, Lone? I haven't seen anybody play with her at all. I suppose it's Christmas. It's been a hot minute. Christmas says, oh no, Logan, you fell into Wuthering Waves. You are pretty much a Genshin girly. What? What? You are pretty much a Genshin girly now. What you talk about? Yeah, there's not a lot of dudes here, I'll be honest. But I will say, hot damn, Wuthering Waves to me, I'm on cloud 9. Wuthering Waves was everything that I wanted Genshin to be.
Make it fast.
And I'm over the moon, especially with Changli. Changli looks fucking awesome. Have you not fallen down the rabbit hole of Wuthering Waves, Christmas? Because hot damn.
Leave it to me.
Why? Why are we going that way? I can't wait till the patch happens so we can actually aim where we're supposed to aim. Hop up.
I
Damn
will
it.
protect.
Attack me.
Everyone
There it is.
stand
And
down.
then bang, 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 bang. This.
How reliable.
One of these.
Attack is the best
Switch.
defense.
Together.
Sorry, a little bit
we
shitty. Playtime there. And bah,
My blade yearns.
this. We do have our ult, which again is kind of wasteful to just not use it, so fuck it.
Beckon the divine
Oh.
flames. Sever.
Kirsten says, I played it for a day, got bored, it's too grindy for me. It's not grindy at all. I don't think it's grindy at all, but yeah, it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. Have you tried ZZZ or anything like that that's hooked you? I think it's a little aimless. I could see that at the beginning, where like you don't really know what you're supposed to do, and I think Genshin did a much better job about like the story being the thing that's kind of pulling you forward. Where this game, the story is like, at least at the beginning, is really bad. And eventually gets really, really cool. But yeah, I could see that being a thing. Honestly, I think it's not a bad idea for them to like restart the story, like especially the beginning part. Ooh yeah, will defense be co-op? If defense is co-op, that'll be fucking peak. And we can finally actually play some games together instead of being like kind of like, I guess we can just run around each other's worlds and kill things. But we all have like, we don't have our full team, so it kind of also feels a little weird. Also, Tess, or should I say Christmas, have you tried gamer subs at all? Let us go here. Let's put in the rest of our thing on the other Echo stuff. And then we'll do our main story quest. If it is co-op, then it could be good. Yeah. Well, again, tower defense is always one of those things where it's, I don't know. I find I'm in a place in Wuthering Waves right now where I feel pretty solid, you know? Like, again, I shouldn't talk too much shit because we still need to get to level 90, like to level 60, world level 60, so then we can push ourselves to 90. So then we can see if we're like, oh no, everything is like scaled brutally at endgame to where like I'm doing no damage. But at least right now, I'm pretty happy with our damage and all that stuff, and we're not even perfected by any means. We're just good, you know. Malone says, nope, I was planning on doing it this weekend. What did I ask? Oh, the story quest. Gotcha. Well, I hope I don't spoil you, Alone. Alone says, I myself didn't even build build Aloy. I do know a YouTuber I watched that has an Aloy main, and at one point, which I can respect, Aloy's kit is bad, like I can't defend it. Oh wow, okay, good. I thought it was like, hey, you're also the one who was telling us how Lisa was godly, and I didn't disagree with you. I always said, actually I kind of disagreed. I thought it just the investment required to make that happen was just hellish, you know? Not that impossible, but just like, why? Why? At least he's a cool character, so I get that bit. Speaking of what Tessa said, though, about this game being the girliest of I don't know why is that, there's some dudes here, some masculine looking dudes, but what do you call it? I do hope that like Wuthering Waves eventually gets to that point, or like we eventually get to having like an Itto or like a dude who just looks like he's built like a fucking brick shithouse. Like I think that'd be rad, like actual muscular, not just like. Oh, also guys, this is huge. I ordered finally a 100-pound slam ball. It happened. We'll see if I break.
Take 4.
I've been kind of like debating buying because it's just so expensive. You're also just paying for misery, you know. But I think I can do it now. I think I'm at the point. I'm a little worried because I went from lifting a 60-pound slam ball essentially, but I also like lift it for like 1 minute intervals for a set of 10. So I think, for 10 reps. So it adds up to being quite a lot of movement. So I think I should be okay. Let's do this. Get a little beat up. Chill.
Feathers incinerate.
Trying to make sure we don't get absolutely eviscerated. This one is much harder than the previous area thing.
No need to dwell on it. Take form.
Alright. Oh, there's more! Let's do this just to heal her up a little bit.
Life is in
We'll
everything.
do this. Hit
I
me!
will protect.
Good.
This is my ground.
Wow, she has a weird voice.
Together we
This is my ground! I was like, why? That is an insane amount of reach. That enemy was all the way over here. Hot damn. But yeah, I can't wait till in this game we get some beefy ass boys. Like some people who are just fucking juiced. What's that fucking drug called? I don't know what it's called. Not steroids. That's the obvious one. It's like called.
Make it fast.
It's not. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it is lean or something like that. Some sort of like steroid that just sounds fucking. That's what Trent. It was called. I think it's called Trent or something like that. Like what a fucking. You know what that drug is without even knowing what that drug is. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, but yeah, what do you call it? Some guys would be like, Grin, why are you getting a fucking 100-pound slam ball? That might be too much. I do think, outside of just me having a 60-pound slam ball, I do have a sandbag that is like 110 pounds that I've like done the same workouts I've done with my slam ball with. Now you guys would be like, oh, why are you worried about it then? Well, because a sandbag like folds around your body, almost like sand. Sounds like a bag full of sand. But a slam ball is like a basketball that is always circular of some kind, and you have to like push against it like this. So when you're pushing, like putting it above your head, you're not just like lifting it like this, you're lifting it like this and having to push your arms kind of like squeezing it together as you're doing it, which can be a little much. Also, if you drop 100 pounds on your head, you could die, you know what I mean? Granted, if you drop 60 pounds on your head, it's not like you're not in trouble as well, and I've been doing that for like 3 years, so I think we'll be okay. But ultimately, I'm not sure at the same time.
Take 4.
Okay, we should be peak damage finally. Her movement combos, I'm not exactly nailing. Oh, I thought that guy was dead already. I don't want to use that special ability yet.
My blade yearns. Sever.
Did we reach the fucking frog thing? I knew it was far away. Quickly, before my buffs go away, we'll do one of these.
Beckon the divine
Hop, hop.
flames.
Hop, hop.
Triumph.
Did enough to kill you. It was not.
Crosscut. Sever. Mind's eye.
Oh, I have one of these. Good.
Feathers.
It does so much AoE. Such a good ability. Huh. Lone says Lisa was good if you were willing to put in the work. She was a noob for sure. Oh wait, we did run out of points. What do you call it? Lisa was also in that weird medium of like, again, a lot of like, you put some work in, boy, boy, you have to work. Just work for like a long time. Maybe not. I don't know that much about Lisa, but I do think she was one of those characters that also really helped when you had her C6. When you had her C6, it was like, okay, now it's like a very good investment, but if you didn't,
Make it fast.
a little rough. Why you exclamation point? Double drops on Tacit Fields? Yeah, you didn't know that? You didn't know that? Yeah, we have a Tacit event right now. It is this one right here. Ba 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 ba. Right here. Get them Tacit in. That's been there for like 3 days. You've been missing out on them hella like the most important reward. Because you're not just getting, you're getting also like the decryptions of your echoes. So that's like power you're losing. That's a bad thing to miss. Dang. Hello, random person. Oh, I almost heated myself off the edge. Lone says, art updates. I started my next art work, and I'm using the new art software, and I'm enjoying. Oh, let's go! What kind of art software you be using? I recently got. I'm recently using this new editing software for photos. What do you call it? And it's apparently pretty good for also tablets and stuff like that, like drawing. It's called Affinity Photo 2.
Make it fast.
It has like a sale on right now. It also has Affinity Designer, which is pretty good. Oh, did I fuck up?
The Wei Chi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. It's getting late, he said gently to the woodcutter. Shouldn't you be heading down the mountain?
Did I fuck up? Is this her quest? Shit. Okay. Alright, we're doing the thing now.
As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. Feeling apologetic, he prepared to leave, worried that the guru would be annoyed with him.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do this yet. I meant to like finish up my dailies, finish up my resin, and then we do the quest, but I guess we're maybe doing it? I don't know if this is it or not.
But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Wei Chi and drinking wine, was now gone.
Does he have a scar on his nose?
In his place lay a shattered Wei Chi board and a heap of decaying bones.
Ah, you're a grown-ass man. Why are you fucking bracing?
The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down the mountain
Yes,
without even looking back.
There she is.
As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village, he remembered, had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. And where his home once stood, only an empty wasteland remained.
Ooh, we time traveled, or time jumped.
He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
Man.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking? With 100 years worth of time inside him, shouldn't he?
Sorry, I just want to say something. Again, this developer really listens, because everyone's favorite part was the scar part, where he's talking about like telling you a story going back in time. It's such a provocative thing, especially if you have a person who really knows how to tell a good story, especially with their voice. Hot damn. And yeah, it's just cool to see them like kind of like react to that in a positive way.
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hongzhen, I might have fallen for it.
What do you call it? Seb asked questions saying, "Hey Grin, how do I put Twitch chat on my screen like you have it?" There's two options. One option is to use Streamlabs, which I would highly not advise. They're like it's not only do they ask you for membership, but things are just a lot harder, but also easier in a weird way. I would suggest just doing OBS and Stream Elements. So how I get my text on my chat is by using something called Stream Elements. If you just type in Stream Elements text on chat, it's super easy. Essentially, you just have to it's like nothing. You just have to sign up for an account so that it knows where to send you your animations. Essentially, then you need to just make a bot in your account, and that will basically read the software and put it through, things like that. Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend.
Hey!
Every detail in that story is based on real events.
That's true. That's true. What do you call it? Fiction has to make sense. Reality doesn't.
Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality.
Ooh.
We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons. Over time, even the mountain itself has taken on the form of our majestic Sentinel.
Ooh. Lone says it's an art software Clip Studio Paint. And it apparently is the best for software for beginners and pros. Yeah, it's often how it goes, man. A lot of like software that's good for beginners, often they just do a split down the middle of like the easy stuff, or not the easy stuff, sorry, the beginner tools that are the most useful are present, and then another layer deeper, like another like different persona is what it's called in Affinity Photo, but there's different things like that have even more complexity to it.
Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own bounty, can add years to one's lifespan.
Spot Changli! Where is she on screen? It's literally like a guess who. Like there's literally this tiniest bit of her.
It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Too bad those secrets have been long forgotten. Gather around now, people. You're in for the story of a lifetime.
Oh! Ha! She tall as hell, but she also in heels. So like, Changli. I really didn't see her after the whole events that happened. Oh, so cold.
Shh.
I'll see you there.
Oh, witch! Oh, wow, we get to see him again?
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands?
Oh. I'm surprised. I thought he was only for the story. Damn, right? Some like clean as hell. Changli gave me this a moment ago.
Behold Hong Zhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene.
You know when like a character that like is from the main story, who's like hella godly, like just crazy colors and stuff, he appears in like the side story, and his just quality decreases because it's a fucking PNG of his eyes instead of like the actual like depth. That's weird looking. Anyways.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what it means? Oh, so that's how it is. Yeah, do you know what it means?
I see I've got no clue at all.
Basically guild art. What do you call it? Lord says, bro, you can't just appear when you... Yeah, I was about to say, it is a little annoying that like he's always just like, fuck it, I guess I'm here now. Like, I wish it was more consistent. Like, I wish he was like either Paimon, where he's like, I'm here all the fucking time, bro. Or it's him being like again, like why are you wasting energy right now? Apparently it's like it just, you just sap up all the energy I have and you have by being out here. Why are you out right now? It's like you are the literal example of plot armor. Like, when you don't know what to do with the story, you come out and just kind of make things happen, which is kind of good because, yeah, at least there's always a potential answer to the problem. So much for anticipation. Wow, I'm shocked to hear that.
I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff.
I was referring to Changli. Oh, I thought you were referring to this thing. Well, yeah, why would she not disappear? She'd always come in. She's like a mysterious, like, kind of femme fatale strategist. Makes sense that she'd be like, I'm just gonna fucking, like, lead you to where I want you to be. The first part reads about a meeting spot. According to the description, it's somewhere in...
And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow thaw into streams. What is that supposed to mean?
Maybe it's something to do with the local folklore.
Oh, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning?
We were listening. I'm experienced, dealt with Genshi's riddles already. Thanks to my... Yeah, sure that.
But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about?
I already know this guy's a little racist. Like, everything's... I can't tell the difference between things. Like, what? We can't ask around... I mean, that's not right. Maybe he sees everything the same. I mean, who knows? We can ask around to find out. I've done this before. Huh.
Makes sense.
I'm not going through the effort to hide the UI when she's not on screen, alright? None of this is necessarily screenshot worthy. Big brain, yeah, with that one little, what's her name? Also, very awkward that we're like, where could she have gone? And then, bang, we're right here. So, you know. Anyways, let's go and try to, I think I did it. Did we do it? Yeah, good stuff. Bang. Alright, so now we can actually complete, move on with the story. We level 56, man. 57, actually. Never mind, 57? Is that right? Yeah, 57. I just want to be goddamn level 60 already, man. Drives me nuts. Also, I don't know if I'll buy the season pass again. I honestly, man, I'm going to probably ask you guys that tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, sorry, day after tomorrow. A Sunday stream. A Saturday stream, sorry. Because I got all the things unlocked. You know? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's only standard banner wishes, so it's not like the most needed thing, you know? But it's not like not important as well. Yeah, we're still doing that. Okay, good. Let's go talk to the people around town. Never mind, that's him right here. Hello, dude.
What can I help you with?
Ooh, you're actually voiced. Ask about the riddle.
When snow thaw into streams? You're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hongzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the warmest hours of a day.
I want to say I got it, but I don't. What's good, Scoop? Scoop says it's worth it. We got a free character to love, dude. It looks. I'm so pleased, Scoop. What do you call it? What are you most excited for? Man, to me the lock-on thing is the biggest issue I still have with this game. Is where like I'm often attacking not where I want to attack. But the 120 FPS is also fire. I am a little sad though for people who did get the Electro Puppet Girl, who has like just a horrible personality. But what do you call it? You're cooking. You have like apparently a pretty good attack DPS. I haven't seen any videos.
Legend tells
why
of a visitor
he's strong
who
or something
ventured
like that,
here some centuries ago. Back then, local villagers were struggling with no firewood due to heavy snow. This visitor opened up a path with their forte and diverted a hot spring to provide warmth and aid. People say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if many celestial beings were returning to the sea. Now the sight has unfortunately disappeared, but the saying sticks. We use it to describe time in local speech.
Scoop says Yinlin. That's her name. What were that for? Oh, the one. I thought we were getting the fist person. I thought we were getting the electro punchy fist dude. So the ice girl I think is going to be what do you call it? The one you have to still wish on the banner for. Yeah. Which that's kind of a, yeah. Like, I think if you're trying to make the most people happy, I think that most people would want to have a female. Most people just like to rock women, you know? I like dude characters, frankly. I like a balance. I'm all women right now, and it would be cool to have something else to look badass as much as we look spicy as hell and all that. You're a great storyteller, like everyone else I've met.
Oh, please. I'm only repeating what I've heard from him. He's been on a roll with his stories lately, but let's not take them too seriously.
Best advice,
They're
guys.
just
When
for
somebody
entertainment.
compliments you, in fact, tell them, actually, you're wrong. and just be rude about it. I'm never going to
Not
give you a
that I
compliment,
don't
ever.
want to believe them.
Oh, the puppet
but-
girl. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's the
Oh, you were listening
Did you like her
to one
story
of his
quest, man?
stories earlier, too,
Scoop,
right?
I felt like
What
it
did
was
you
such
think?
a, you know. I don't know. I felt like it was a little. We streamed it. And I was getting frustrated because, and I know it's like supposed to be like she's undercover or something like that, but it was still just like, you're awful. It sounds interesting. It was a bit too exaggerated. I would say it sounds interesting.
Really? So you're into stories and anecdotes, too?
Yeah, I love stories.
Grandpa Zhou's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hangshen. He grew up hearing stories about Mount Firmament. Recently, he heard Madam Magistrate had resolved the crisis, so he decided to visit and learn more about his roots.
I wonder if he's that old man in the story.
People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zhou is happy to answer their questions and has unknowingly become popular among them. Before he knew it, everyone was coming to talk to him.
You must be a fan of the storytelling of Jinzu.
It's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hangshen, as mysterious. We're just a normal place with our own quirks.
What the fuck? You're literally in a time dilation state, and you guys are aware of it. If you leave, you get, like, fucking way old. I think it's stopped now, but what the hell are you talking about? You're absolutely insane. I'd be like a person living in, like, amongst, like, fucking anthropomorphic creatures and being like, we're just kind of the same like everybody else. I'm like, yeah, but you have a very fucking different thing than everybody else.
Especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. They're obsessed with us, like we're some kind of ancient relics. Can you believe they actually asked if our pavo plums have magical powers?
She does look good. I'll give you that, Scoop. What do you call it? Yinlin does look fire, but, man, she just seems so goddamn mean. I know at the end she gets kind of warm to you, but it's just like, that's what Changli to me is just like, she's just fucking the best. She still has got that, like, femme fatale, I'm a bad bitch, don't fucking touch me kind of thing. But, also kind of like, feels like Auntie, you know what I mean? Like, Auntie was like, hey, if you fuck with my nephew, I'm gonna kill you. You know, it's still that sentiment, which I like a lot.
Time truly is a formidable force.
Sweet. Man, there's a lot to talk about. Yeah.
Huh? How did she disappear like that? Wait, are you that legendary rover who saved Jinzhou?
Oh.
What can I
Tai
do
Chi?
for you?
What do you call it? Yeah, I just leveled her up, man, because she works so well with Changli, even though she's not perfect yet necessarily, you know. I'm a little bit sad though, Scoop. What do you call it? The last couple characters I think the next couple characters we're gonna get, like I think Wuthering Waves released their next batch of characters. Is that right? Let me check that real quick, guys, before we get ahead. I think there's a other bit of news I wanted to try to find. Is that right? I thought, like, let's see, Wuthering Waves Twitter. I thought they released their next couple characters. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm thinking of like ZZZ or something. But yeah, man, what do you call it? I am so hyped. I thought that was new character. Regardless, I'm a little bit sad because the new characters don't seem to be actually the new characters. They seem to be, yeah, they did. So these are new characters that are coming down the pipeline. We'll open up this one. We'll make sure that fucking the comments aren't too degenerate. They're a little degenerate. It's fine. All right. This. So this is what we're rocking with. What is the open? What the hell is the open image? So yes, it's another lolly weird type thing. Also, Seb says I'm not even going to lie. People be texting me on Twitch and say that I'm doing good and keep it up. and I don't even know if they are bots, but at least they follow me. No, it's what do you call it? You never know. Also, you're always gonna ask them questions, but I think the thing you should also be doing is just interact with people, trying to like ask them what's going on about them, so you can learn about them. But here you go, a special edition for the poet collector. Yeah, so this person's like a poet. Yeah, exploration, identity, dignified taste, etiquette, texture stuff. Gotcha. So I think she might be a support character. If she's not ice, they're trolling. You know what I mean? Because that's, well, first of all, we're so far away. But that's a fucking ice cube snowflake thing, you know? Here you go, a special edition of the poetry collection, hand signed by I think this is our first. Yeah, I think this is our first 4-star character. So, you know. But yeah, it looks kind of cute. She's got like weird eyebrows that look like she's a fucking dragon or something, you know, like that weird, like clay, white as hell designed eyebrow. But, she's probably gonna be a support character. She is the first 4-star, not first, sorry. She's just another 4-star character, so they're not just getting bangers like crazy, and of course people be degenerates, as I was pointing out. This is the Shorekeeper. This is what Lone is probably gonna be frothing at the mouth for. Waifu lover as he is. This name suits me. Shorekeeper. It aligns with my purpose and drive. They only exist because of you. The Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper is a black shore. Blah, blah, blah. Gotcha. Gotta be very careful with that fucking Twitter. I don't have it on like private mode. Okay, so the Shorekeeper. This name suits me well. Gotcha. So she is. What? Any hint of what she does? I think she's just gonna be like summon a bunch of fucking butterflies. She's not the girl at the start of the game, right? She just looks kind of like adjacently like her. I thought the girl at the beginning of the game, which is like the spirit person that pushes you into like back in time, she was wearing something kind of crazy. Grin, hold Grin. You go back. I saw a waifu. Yeah, you know this is definitely like the most risque version of the character we've had in a while. Okay, yeah, so this is what people were saying. People were saying that this character is likely something like similar to the dragon. So she's a character that probably has some connection with our main character, i.e. she is like a Discord being, a resonant being, essentially, kind of similar to the dragon. So she's old as hell. Having spent eons in grand ships, the first stirring emotion, desire awakened within her heart, fostering a firm, determined to connect with the worlds and with you. Ooh! She wants to connect with you again, because I think you're like one of the people who made her or something like that. Very cute. Love the design. We're getting a lot of, well, I guess we're going to, yeah, forever, it's there in the weird ratio of like for every like 3 or 5 women, we have like 1 dude. And sometimes it's a femboy, so it really doesn't, it kind of balances out. But yeah, what do you call it? This looks great. I wonder what she'll do. She is a 5-star character. I wonder if she's going to be an attack character or a DPS. I don't know. I feel like it could go kind of either way. She could be like a DPS. It's like, you know, I wonder what her ability is. Surely it has to be cryo, right? Like both of these people have to be cryo. If she's not cryo, then they're just trolling. But who could? This one's tough. It's either cryo or animo, but again, some fucking maybe a lightning. It's either lightning or cryo or water, whatever you want to call it. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm not sure if I'll wish for her. I don't know. I kind of wanted to wish for like a dude character next, but we're also getting the free punchy guy. Again, I'm waiting for Scar to come out, and the stalker girl, stalker like buffer, who's probably going to be buffing Ether. Yeah. Not interested in these characters next. So a member for a small club. The Call, Yuha, Verena, Encore, the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, that's hilarious. Ask about the riddle, yeah, sure.
Well, you've come to the right person.
I'm good.
I'm here
Nero.
to compile a new travel guide for Hangjin.
Nori. Why is the motivation out of stock? Man, we stopped doing that because I kind of stopped being so motivated as far. I went real down the rabbit hole of like grind, and now I'm kind of like, I still be trying to work hard. I just you know. Scoop says DPS. Scoop DPS says the call Union Encore. Lone says hold Grin. Go back. So my waifu probably. Oh yeah, maybe air. Yeah, maybe she's air. She's fucking ice and air. What an asshole. This developer is like, fuck it. There's a giant fucking snowflake in the middle of her chest. Her eyebrows though. She's wind.
Next door ring and hanging eaves. Oh, I know where that is.
I do mind, Nori. Nori, what the fuck's on screen right now?
What you're looking for?
What the fuck's on screen, Nor? Anything. Describe anything that's on screen right now. God damn it. Twitch has got like fucking 8. It is some bullshit. Bullshit ass, fake ass bot. Why does Twitch have so many bots, man? It's always the same dumb shit. And also, it's just like, it's such a violent thing. Because, like, not violent, but sorry, it's like it's such a corrosive thing. Because the bots are always like, hey, how's your day going? Like, it's just training me to whenever I see that response to be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's just like, the tallest building.
It's on the northeast side of the town. Can't miss it. You'll see it once you get there.
Lone says, Grin never lets me attack. Well, I'm also right here. Like, sometimes I can't be. When I'm playing VR, I really need Lone to, like, fucking pull up. But for me, otherwise, I'm okay.
Say,
I'm sitting down.
That person earlier, that was Lady Changli, right? I saw you talking to her.
Do you know her?
Of course. Everyone in Jinzhou knows about Lady Changli, even though she rarely appears in public.
Lone says, shut up and take my money. I will say she does look pretty cool. I want to see her animations before I get too, like, holy fuck, because I feel like she's going to be really, like, liquidy. You know what I mean? Like, similar to the Paint Girl, except she really be doing all this acrobatic stretching in the middle of her attack combos, you know? But maybe she's that butterfly. I'm so curious what she could be. The other characters you can kind of infer a lot. She's like, maybe she just like, she's probably a caster. She's probably hucking butterflies at people. But other than that, I don't know what else she could do. Kuro, shut up and take my money. No, that's not her. Okay. I'm okay with that. With the older woman around these parts. I hope she is support. I have enough DP. That'd be cool too. I agree. I mean, she'd probably be a water support, because I don't think we have like a water buffer, you know. But I don't know. She also looks like she's gonna be a caster. We don't really have like a good caster DPS other than Encore, which is good. But it'd be nice to have some of those other casters in that department, because there's not a lot of casters that are DPS oriented, you know. Of course, everything that.
As Master Xuen Miao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics and diplomacy. Her travels have taken her across the 4 seas, and as Secretary General, she has commanded respect from all who cross her path.
We love her. She's great.
Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Huanglong. She's been working tirelessly behind the scenes since then, fully dedicated to her task. How could anyone not revere such a selfless act?
I just don't like coffee.
I could have sworn I just saw her. Where did she go? I wish I could take one more look.
All right, creepo. Good. Loving there's that last little bit of dialogue that's just like, why? Why? I wish I could take one more look. She's literally right in front of her.
What do you want? I've done nothing wrong.
What do you call it? Bodhi says, it's shorekeeper, so it has to be cryo. Maybe. But you never know. There's some, like, spectral shit underneath her, like, cloak or, like, cowl, whatever you want to call it. Hood. So, you never know.
Well, you're just asking for directions. Sorry. I'm not a local. Can't help you there.
Forget about it, my friend.
You were the one talking to Lady Changli earlier, weren't you?
That was she dipped out because these are all a bunch of creepers who are like, meh.
If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who enjoys toying with people's hearts. A cunning villain who will manipulate you without you even knowing it.
My character, without question, just fucking throws his whole fist through his chest, rips out his heart. Storekeeper is a Spectro healer. Oh, she is. Okay, so there's some leaks behind the scenes. Okay, all right. Scoop says, "Love the scoop." Appreciate that. She's a Spectro. What a bunch of assholes. What a bunch of assholes. Yeah, because when I look at her, I think Spectro and not like Ice or Electro or some shit. Spectro. I guess she is wearing white, so maybe. And she stars, I guess, in her cowl, like a solar system, I guess. But it's still just like, god damn it. Have a thing like Genshin where you have like a little fucking chain thing that signals whatever the element they are. So she is a healer, and she also is she buffs, what's that, rectifier weapons? The little girl is a gauntlet DPS, sub DPS. What? She's a gauntlet character? Okay, so we're gonna have a tiny little chibi thing that's fucking throwing hands. Let's go. That's pretty fire. What do you call, so she's a Spectro healer. Lowen's gonna love that because he has Genshi. Yes, she slots in perfectly. And she looks on brand. Similar to Genshi and wearing all white and stuff.
Haven't you heard? She left her government job to come here, to this small town. There's gotta be a reason behind it. I heard she chose to quit her job. But I bet she messed up back in the capital and got demoted here as punishment.
It's not nice to badmouth people like this.
Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop at nothing to get what she wants.
Guys.
While you remain oblivious to her true intentions. And by the time you catch on, you'll already be caught in her trap.
I mean, she's already done a lot for us, though.
Wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou?
Yeah.
Or did Madame Magistrate just fall for her clever words and let her slack off?
Now, I wonder if we at one point, possibly, could get in a game where you could literally just stop dialogue, punch the person in the face, and then the game would be like, we're prepared for that. Because surely they know this guy's going to get sucker punched in the jaw, you know? Also, yes. What do you call it? She massively helped her student. She like begged her to not die, not to do the most risky thing. In fact, she wanted to take all the burden. So this guy is just a hater ass bitch. And I'm a simp for the Genshi Changli. I mean, you're underestimating Genshi. What makes you so you're underestimating her?
I say you're underestimating
Raid, you
Changli's
missed
trickery.
it. I knew we were missing somebody. Raid, we tried it. We tried the Gamer Subs anime girl abs, and it was. You'll have to roll back the stream and see.
I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Firmament. Just think about how dangerous that place was.
Oh shit. Okay. What do you call it? Scoop says she is a adult Verena. But do we need healers? People people make a good point, which is why what do you call it? Sleepy pink-haired girl. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. They're also so unique to me as a fucking filthy degenerate Westerner. I don't know how to speak these flary names. But the reason why she's so good is she gives you an overshield, which is hella nice. And you often don't need repair. Well, you do need. I have Arena. It's great. Having healing is fantastic, but I almost feel like it'd be much better if there was a healer that gave you like stacks of healing. Like say you activate her skill, and then the more melee attacks you deal, you start building up stacks. And then when you switch off a character, those stacks continue to heal you for like an allotted time, but they degrade over time. So you have to switch back to her, rev up her engine again, get her all the way to the max stacks. And that way, if you are getting damage, your health bar is consistently trying to like work ways back, like regenerate essentially. That to me would be like a pretty substantially cool healer effect. But the idea that you switch this character, you repair your health in chunks, then you switch back only when you're damaged. Yeah.
She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate and ruining her plans. What a sinister woman.
Raid says, damn, I knew I should have taken a day now.
That guest was a skilled fighter, and he managed to escape
Check it
unharmed.
out, Raid. I'm so sorry, Scoop, you're coming into this, by the way. We talked about gamer stuff for a while, and I finally got my thing. Came in the mail, so I gotta show Raid. Check that out. Degeneracy, too much. but yes. It's good. It's good. It's nice. I thought the cup would be better. It's not bad quality, and we call it. I wish the image was a little bit bigger, but that's my only complaint.
I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look pretty innocent and gullible. And not from Jinzhou, judging by your outfit, right?
People call me Rover.
Oh, shoot. I completely forgot about something I need to do. Sorry, gotta run.
Awkward, because she's right in front of him. Boom, disguised.
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli?
They're not. There's like one dickhead, and he's a dude who looks like pretty shitty. Doesn't take care of himself. Except why would he not? Why would he have a positive reaction to a person that seemingly is wonderful? What'd I say?
You humans make everything so
Shit.
complicated.
What'd I say? Fuck, I hate that. I got it. I wish so badly that they made it so that like they had a cinematic mode. It's the only thing I have in the game that I wish they would do is make it so that you can hide the HUD while simultaneously auto-playing, and then when dialogue comes up, it comes up whenever it's there, but then it goes away as soon as you hit your answer. And so I have to like turn it off and on a bunch.
Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Let me at the highest place in the thing early. Okay.
No, that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy
Can we
again.
get some dinner? You're asleep. Oh!
Rover,
Her. I thought it was the one guy.
nice to see you again.
Hello, Graham.
How are you liking Hongzhen so far?
I thought you were evil as shit, but nope. It's nice. The place, busy with life, the more lively than before.
The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved,
Bodhi
and the waterway between Jinzhou and Hongzhen is open once again.
says, oldie but
As a result,
goldie.
there has been an increase in
I know
visitors
Bodhi
from
was into
Jinzhou,
gilfs.
making
Okay.
the town more lively than before.
Ah,
With
brutal.
the chaos subsiding, our town and city are now reconnected, allowing residents to live and work in peace.
I want just a hard cut to like the animator who's doing like the zooms and the pans and him just like literally on fire because he does so much every time.
We owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past
Also,
few days.
I don't think this is considered guilt. She didn't look, she had like no wrinkles. Yeah, it's besides white hair and shit. Like yeah. We got just doing my part. Can't have done it without everyone. That job was a beast. You better no. You couldn't do it without anybody. Ha.
We're all indebted to you.
Bodhi says,
Hongzhen
"Yeah,
and
definitely
its
not.
people
This is
alike.
like at
If there's
most
anything you need, don't hesitate to ask.
38. You know, like maybe eventually after like this, you're starting to get some wrinkles. But otherwise, she is locked in.
I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around. Is there something you need assistance with?
Oh shit! Scoop says lore-wise, she is the leader of the Black Shore. Oh, i.e. Shorekeeper, makes sense. The group that warned us about scars, so I expect her to be on Genshi's level. Ooh, that'd be hella cool, man. Well, she's supposed to. The way they make it sound like she's like on the same level as the dragon being that was kind of new our character.
Xingyi and Changli have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xingyi instead.
I like that. I wish more games did that. I like that. Like, I wish Fallout did that. Honestly, I think Fallout that's the right answer to the question of like should Fallout 4 have been voiced. I think this stuff, the where you're actually like talking and you're reacting, shouldn't have been voice acted. That should be like you trying to immerse yourself into the character you're making. But then it also is kind of fair to pull back the veil and be like, this character that's experiencing all these things should also have like a reaction to this stuff. And that like mind thing is not a bad way to handle it, I don't think. Huh. Also, I'll be honest, I am so not paying attention right now. Yeah.
I see. That sounds like something Changli would do.
I'm paying attention. I just like, there's like, a lot of games like to do this like slow storytelling thing, and I think it's fine. Maybe when you're not streaming, you're not trying to like hang out with your boys as well as react to something. But yeah.
Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her personality.
What do you...
She wouldn't just hand over something that symbolizes her identity to anyone, especially when...
Oh, she did that? Especially what?
I think it would be better for her to tell you personally.
Ooh, are we special?
The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in mystery, and her motives are often hard to decipher.
Huh. Cool.
When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems, and few can grasp the true meaning behind her plans. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease, but she seems unfazed.
I feel like this could be a stretch, but I feel like based on everything we've seen from her, I feel like she's a person that kind of values results and the outcome rather than like all of the other shit that comes with it. Almost like the idea of a person who's like a realist, a person who like acknowledges the shitty parts of the world as well as the good parts of the world, and then just focuses on trying to do as much good as possible, working in that kind of idea that things are corrupt and to some extent, and human beings need to be kept in check, but ultimately always aiming for like something better.
However,
Which I like.
I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions, regardless of public opinion.
My plan exactly.
About the riddle. It seems you have already figured it out by yourself.
By the way, I still want to cut off his rat tail so badly. You have no idea.
But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants you to understand.
Indeed. I am locked in.
Then, if you'll excuse me,
Bye, Gram Gram.
if there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen,
Nope.
please
Thank
do
you.
not hesitate.
We gotta start trimming. We gotta start trimming the fat. All right. We get the pleasantries. We're good. We're locked in. All right. Bodhi says forever 17-ish. What? Okay, no, but I feel like Bodhi, don't be doing that to me. Don't be making me a creep. Okay, this is a woman. That is a 19 to 23-year-old woman. Please, for the love of God. Please, for the love. You telling me this? What are you feeding 17-year-olds? If you're saying this is a 17-year-old, this I get. That's like a 6-year. What the fuck is that? But this? Now, granted, I will be honest. There was this one person in my school when I was in grade 3, Almas. It's crazy. Maybe grade 4. Who looked like a 17-year-old in grade 4. All right? She, like, kicked a soccer ball, like, fucking so goddamn hard. It was crazy. She's tall as shit as well. But, yeah, I vividly remember this. One of the only people I was like, that's not possible. That's impossible for a person to look this fucking... And I don't even mean she was, like, well endowed. She was just like a skyscraper. She's just huge. Tall as shit, big-ass legs. Yeah, crazy. Ginger, curly hair, hot damn. Where do I go? Find the place next to the ring. Hanging... Oh, no. Find a place next to the ring and hanging eaves. Huh. Next to the ring? These are rings? You mean like the ring around the thing? Hanging eaves. Well, that's awful to look at. Huh. Has anybody done this? Could we scan things? Yeesh. Also, Alto said, Scoop says, Alto, Encore, and the girl in the woods, Rover put the sword to the neck, are all the Black Shore. Ooh, oh, okay, so it's those ones. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, that's fire. Because the one I want the most, two characters I want the most right now, are the girl. I always call her Stalker Girl, but she's the girl who put the sword to Rover's neck. Who looks like she's going to be the version of Verena, but instead for buffing Spectro in attack, she's going to be doing it for Havoc, which to me, I'm like, oh, that's awesome because I want a Havoc character. And then I want Scar. Those are the two characters right now that are on my oh my God, please come out soon list. Because I want them dearly. Has anybody done this mission and can tell me where the fuck to go? Because I was not paying that much of attention, which I should have been, but you know. Find the place next to the ring. Is the ring defined by the fucking, like, ring on my map? Or the ring that's like a circle somewhere on the map? And what is hanging Avis? Avis? What is that? What is that? Damn it. This is so pretty. Do some eggs. Square is not how you grab things. Shit. Or there's just this man selling food, perhaps. No, we're going the wrong way. Boti says, I mean, it's a saying people have, isn't it? What, forever 17? I hope not. I've never heard that before. Jesus. Maybe it's like in this circle? Is that what she means? Because this is a circle. I might have to look at my goddamn guide.
Make it fast.
No one says Tai Chi is almost 23 years old. Changli, I'm saying, is more like 32. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. That makes sense. But we're also in anime land, so I would not put it above them being like a 400-year-old vampire or whatever, you know? Because everything's a nightmare in anime. This is beautiful. Oh my god. So it's the brightest blue I've ever seen in my life. Daryl says, oh, yeah, get wrecked, yeah. Well, is it this? Is it this pot? Is it this distorted glitch thing that we found a little bit ago? Oh.
Make it fast.
Well, that's about where I phoned it in. Unless it's one of these stupid little things that I've seen. The camera did like punch in on these. Alright boys, I'm gonna have to look up this fucking quest name. Quest! Ugh. Immortal Blaze. Give me a hot minute. Woo Not just. Oh, it's fucking right there. Immortal Blaze. Good. Alright, that's that. Stop. Oh, I hate YouTube so much sometimes. Alright, boom. Alright. We are here now. Really sorry about this, guys. Kind of a little bit cringe. Anyways. So we're here. Same problem. Lost. 2 FPS? It's fine. I tried that too. He's also lost. Wait. No, he found something. No, now he left. Oh, is it all the way up? You sons of bitches. That's how you did it. No, it's not. This guy's equally as lost. Oh, okay, it's right there. Where was that? Center off to the what? The right? Okay, fucking kill yourself. God damn it. Alright. Jesus. Well, if anyone wants to do this, that's a fucking nightmare. It's all the way up there. I guess you could kind of infer that because of this. So like the little grapples kind of make it a little bit of a tell. Wow. And this. Hot damn.
A ring, she wrote.
Oh.
Should be this ring-shaped ancient structure,
Makes
I
sense.
guess.
It's really huge now.
Next, hanging eaves. If we look from here, is it that pavilion?
Non-fetus!
It does look quiet.
My boy!
Should be a nice place for meetings.
How are you?
Ugh, getting eepy again.
That must be the place then.
Getting eepy again.
I'll get going.
Is it? Man, guys, I feel like this is kind of the whole weird millennial thing with people who, like, you know, younger people. But I really fucking can't stand people abbreviating shit. You know what I mean? It just drives me nuts. I'm like, why? It's like, you know what always killed me when I was younger? When people do this weird shit where it's like 5:04 or 5 minutes to 4 or some shit, when they don't say, it's 4:30. It's 4:30. Instead they're like, no, it's like 2 minutes to that. I'm like, what the fuck what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. God damn you. Damn you. Straight down. 13. This. Nong says, nah, if there's a 400-year-old vampire, it's the little 8-year-old kid. Yeah, it's the problem. That's the whole problem. Now, I will also say, I think it's equally as creepy. Yeah, it is equally as creepy as if there's like a, what do you call it, an 8-year-old child in like a 400-year-old body, you know? So that's also awful. Just, all this is awful. Why head to this place? I have. It is 13. Do I need to go in the middle? Weird. Doobity-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. There. I was off by an hour. God, this looks gorgeous. Ooh, are we gonna play? Whatever this is. I don't know if it's chess or something. Ooh! She's back, guys. Hot damn!
Apologies for my delay.
It's fine. I just got here too. It's a lie. I've waited here for like a day and a half. Something tells me you've been here for a while. I'm bad at puzzles.
You looked adorable, focusing on the Wei Chi board. I didn't want to interrupt you.
You broke your big toe? Nah, fetus? Damn. Broke my big toe 2 weeks ago. I got fired last. God, what do you mean? Was it? Oh, not too bad, all things considered. Broke my toe and lost my job. What? It's just hell optimism. I got unemployed, coming though. Shit happens, and I'm doing. That's true. I mean, that's a good mindset to have. Always better to be an optimist than a pessimist. But hot damn, it's okay to be like, this was a shit month, week, whatever.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
I see you really love riddles. You really love riddles.
Oh? And what makes you think so?
It's weird. There's not quite the same tension as not tension, sorry. Like, we had a different relationship when she was, like, telling us, like, we're going to this island. And now it seems like we're meeting for the first time, which is kind of odd. And that makes you think so?
Those tokens from Jinshi. It was your idea, was it not?
Ooh! Ooh! That little smile is wild, and the eye flutter, hot damn.
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of hospitality.
It's okay, Genshu had explained your reasoning. I'm more or less used to it by now. It's a thing of the past. I'm just used to it. It's fine. Sad.
Still, I owe you an apology in person. This time, I just wanted to see you. The brilliant mind that always understood my unspoken words. I am very grateful you decided to come.
These fucking writers, sons of bitches. I feel like I'm being manipulated, but I don't hate it. What's the deal this time? Another tacit Discord break. What's the deal this time? Another errand to run. Let's cut the chase. What do you want from me? What's the deal? Another tacit Discord break. Oh, I love how I have no good option to say. Instead, we see the worst in her, which is what other people probably do as well. A little bit shitty. Ew. Ew, why am I smiling like that?
Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. That's not how we treat our saviors.
I'm really rubbing salt in the wound there a little bit.
I merely have a few questions, and I was wondering if you may have the answers.
No, I have memory leak, essentially.
Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say that, but I have no idea what this is.
Apologies. I heard about your memory loss. Please, pardon me.
When someone's like, what do you think about this? And you're like, I'm not 100%. Like, what do you mean? Just say no.
There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Have you heard about it?
Bodhi says, I mean, when she invited you, she was blushing out. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, I think she also has a permanent blush thing going on. So yeah, the one I heard is that names.
Yes, I have a slightly different version of this tale to share.
Yeah, about the old man that woke up, like 100 years in the future. Or was the second story, which I don't remember. Fuck.
Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor on Mount Firmament. Despite their age difference, they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game mesmerized him so much that he didn't notice the red tie on his basket rotting away. Panicked, he bumped into the Weiqi board. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. After that, the visitor disappeared.
Okay, so that's us. So we're one of the person in the story. Are we the older one or the younger one?
Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament in his final years, he reunited with that elusive visitor.
Oh, so we're definitely an immortal for sure. Which we kind of knew about.
The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weiqi pieces as a final parting gift.
I kind of like him. A lot of times they do this like weird, like you lost your memory thing, and it's like you were like a guy who was somewhat important, but not like we're gonna go through all of like your badass feats, and you're gonna be like, man, we're cool. Like, damn. You mean this game in front of me was front of us?
Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. It is unfinished. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. The story changed over time.
Yeah.
Infused with fantasy in each retelling.
That's cute.
But that's how old tales go.
I was about to say.
Slowly losing their truth as they're passed down.
They do become more fun, though. You mean the other folklore may hold some truth as well?
Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lies a cryptic message. This game record can solve the crisis of time.
The fact that these crazy people put so much detail into her back creases and shit are wild. People be
From
out
what
here.
I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. For us mere mortals, controlling time is indeed similar to gaining immortality.
Okay.
As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate
So weird.
remains an enigma,
There's a weird ass sentence.
at least for now.
Lone says, "That's a nice looking back, Changli." Weirdest compliment. I've never heard a more serial killer compliment in my life. If someone ever compliments your back creases, get the fuck out immediately. The Sentinel's wounds. There might be an undamaged sample of the mandate thing.
If
Plus
that is
one.
the case, we'll be able to heal the Sentinel's wounds. But our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my teacher's memories,
Oh,
not any real value.
interesting. So we're the literally the guy he's playing chess with. And what do you call it? She's the daughter, or that doesn't necessarily mean daughter, but it means her master, essentially. Person who taught her
So I
everything.
am presenting this as merely a personal request.
Which is kind of cool, because that means we were probably we're like a great strategist, but we dumb. We lost our brain.
I am planning to go find that record. Could you please join me?
Gang, there is a shocking amount of plot in this in this game. Sure, why not? I'll consider it. Sure. I've already done all this.
Thank you for lending me a hand.
Well, that was a little blush.
I promise it will be worth your while.
God, she's like with the best character I've ever seen in any video game. I don't know why, just like the coloring. I think it's her like the like she has like a bright skin pigment along with like pink hair and then white as well, and both those are kind of like the weird subgenres of her skin pigment as well, of like this pink and white thing, and then their eyes pop out so much. It's just damn clean. You know what I mean? I do think if we were to take away the little eye, the little bang, she would look like a fish because her eyes are very far apart. But you don't notice that because she fucking knows how to lock it in. Ah, my eye. I am interested in the tail too. I scratch my eye, and usually that means I'm just gonna start to fucking hemorrhage liquid on my eye now. It's still early. How about we set off now?
Very well. Let's meet on the gallery road outside Hongzhen. I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later.
Oh. Why you be prepping? Lone says, nah, I got one better. If someone complimented the nape of your neck, peace out of there. I agree. The only thing that's good to compliment is style. Eyes are weird. Girls can do eyes. Guys can maybe do eyes if you really have a good relationship with the person, maybe. Lips are off the table. Ain't no one coming up to you. Yes, beautiful lips. It's fucking creepy shit. It's creepy, weird shit. Why are you looking at my fucking lips? Skin, also kind of weird. Just go with external things. Like, wow, your makeup looks wonderful. Your fucking, your style is rad. Your coat looks cool. Your shoes look fire. Something like that. Anything else? Not good. Also, I just don't know. It's probably all the same model, but like, surely they wouldn't go this much into the design aspect of it, right? Surely they wouldn't do that. They're different. That's wild. They are unarguably different. That's insane. Bunch of crazy people. I feel like they're like, we will not spare any cost. Thank you very much. It will all be vastly different. Thank you very much. What a bunch of psychopaths. How about we save no money? no expense spared. If we do the same with a dude, I bet that has some similarities. That's good, man. That's a certifiable yum. The aftertaste ain't great. The aftertaste is not ideal. But I just need to like drink it and like not swallow it. Actually. Lone says, the plot do be plot. And the plot is just, it's apparent. And it's also, I don't know why. I don't find it to be, it's really weird. But, like, I don't mean to be like this, but it to me it is something that I think you should, like, if you were actually to pull yourself back. There's sometimes in games where you're playing something and you're like, wow. Like, again, Tower Fantasy is reaching that. Like, Tower Fantasy has this thing where, like, you're playing bikini, essentially, wielding people, which is, again, pop off. But there's other games where it almost, like, it feels like it kind of exceeds cool and, like, leans really hard into, like, this is just sex appeal. Like, this is just leaning so hard into this sex appeal. I don't feel like there's anything in this game yet that's like that. So, like, everything still feels pretty, in a weird way, respectful. Just like, it's almost like we're gonna definitely, like, make sure these things look great and all the etc. But I don't ever find it's like, yeah, distasteful. It doesn't ever feels like it's kind of like, it's like it still feels like its primary motive is style, and then it's just like, yeah, but we're not gonna not make them look a fantastic in 10 other ways, you know. But it says, or he pulls off an Kiri usage and compliments your hand. Yeah, that's weird. Compliment hands is also odd. What is a good thing to compliment? I think it's going to be like 10. Style is 1. It's just like a subjective thing, like anything. You're wearing shoes, you're wearing a hat, you're wearing a shirt, whatever. Style is fine. I feel like if you just want to break the ice, just talk about something that you see another person have. If someone has an iPhone, be like, oh, is that the new iPhone, whatever. Like, that's something you could talk about. But I don't know what other thing you could compliment outside of style. Besides, like, just curiosity of interest, and then complimenting the fact that, like, you also know that thing. Like, you know how important, what do you call it? You know, learning how to do Photoshop is or something like that. I don't know, whatever the fuck you talk about. But yeah, I don't know what else, other things you compliment. Feet is a big no-no. That's weird.
Rover, you're here.
Eyes is something that's, like, kind of just, like, perceived as, I don't know, anyone, let me put it this way. Anything that you can say sexy after the words, and it feels like it's somewhat you've heard it before, or like it fits, don't say it. But you've never heard anyone say, you have sexy eyes. Well, granted, Changli might fit into that category, but you've never heard that, so it feels like by virtue, like, mostly you hear people say you have beautiful eyes or something like that. So anything that you can compliment and put beautiful, and it still sounds okay, ain't no one saying, you have a beautiful nape of your neck, you know, or you have a beautiful back. It's just like, what? You're a serial killer. You're fucking stop. Wasn't expecting you to arrive before me.
Well,
I took my time.
As the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts.
Oh, you're the Wayfinder. I trust you'll guide me well, Miss Wayfinder.
The notes only provided a vague idea of where the game record is. I've determined the most likely location on my last visit.
Note says, a compliment I got a lot from women is that my nails look good. Do you paint your nails, though, or do you just manicure the shit out of them?
We'll be heading there. See if we can find anything new.
This is a compliment I have never gotten, also, because, yes, sexy solar plexus. This is weird as shit. What is with this? Why have they cheaped out on the fucking, cropping? You've been there before. That's surprisingly straightforward coming from you.
After dealing with those artificers, I ruled out the other locations
Gluteus
on my
Maximus.
way to join you.
Well, I feel like that one actually would really work in the form of, like, a weird Riz statement about being, like, having fun and being playful.
But one
People
can
would laugh
only
at that
do
immediately.
so much alone. This is why I need your help.
I don't really know if anyone would pull off the joke of, like, hey, your neck looks sexy. It's just like, this is creepy. You're just creep. Lucky for you, I'm very good at finding things. Gotta throw yourself a challenge from time to time, hate it. I'm not planning to go back on my own word. Lucky for you, I'm pretty good at finding things. It's not true at all. I've lied to you right now.
How reliable. Then let's get going.
I don't know if I like my choice. Wasn't that much dialogue. Although I will say she does have, like, pretty one-word answers. Like, I feel like, oh,
Changli? What is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought the snow is beautiful today.
it is very cool looking. What do you call it? I will say, what do you call it? Changli is, like, a good example, I think, of, like, voice acting done really well, because she doesn't say a lot. Like, her words are, like, 2. I shouldn't say it's not just voice acting. It's definitely, like, the fucking animator. Like, I will say, out of all the things, I think this animator knows the exact thing to, like, do a smile, do like lighting.
You seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned Court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our Sentinel. Later, the Court of Savante based their Chronos orders on its design.
Guys, this game is just fucking gorgeous. I don't think it hits in the same way because the compression on the camera and the YouTube, but there's moments where you're just like in awe of how damn good the game looks like. Also, I think I'm gonna change this to this. There. Oh, we don't look so fucking. Now we look really orange, but what can we do? Huh? What's good, Richie? It's been a millennia, Richie. How has life been treating you, buddy? Holy shit! It's been forever since I've talked to you.
Fast.
I'm also hoping that we can catch up with fucking what do you call it? Oh god damn it! God damn, I can't remember the name right now. I'm so annoyed at myself. I can't believe I remember the person vividly. I just can't remember the fucking name. God damn it!
Roll for me.
God damn it!
I got your back.
They always pop up every Sunday. Yeah.
How reliable. Attack is the best defense.
Together.
Survive so I can do all my things. Never mind, I'll kill you. All right, well.
Make it fast.
Oh, there's another one somewhere. It's a boar. A boar.
Feathers incinerate.
There we go. Lone says, I just take good care of my neck. Gotcha.
Every winter,
Yeah.
my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Changli?
No, I only watched from afar. My forte always melted the snow faster than I liked.
Oh. Man, they're getting much better at telling stories. Like, that's really nice in between when you're running to each objective, that you're actually like hearing them kind of like, it feels like a warmth, like a bit of warmth. I don't know how to describe it. Like they're back and forth. Feels like very much like friendship or like people getting closer kind of thing. It's very sweet. What's good, Lord? It's been a minute. What you been getting up to, Lord? Did you ever get around to reading that book I sent you, Lord? Granted, I think you have 1,000 other things to read ahead of you, like me, but still. That's beautiful.
We can see the whole of Hongzhen from here.
I would say, how is she not cold? But then she is literally a phoenix, so, like, I get why, but yeah.
I never noticed how beautiful it looked during my previous visits.
But she notices it's beautiful now when she's with us. Oh, melt heart. All that.
It's the same place as always. I suppose it's my state of mind that has changed.
Called that shit. I'm not sure if we're being manipulated, and I just know the mind of someone who is kind of, yeah. But it's very wholesome. I like the story. So long as she doesn't stab us in the back, I'm pretty happy.
I don't know.
How to change is what I said, by the way.
Maybe it's because your presence makes me feel at ease.
Ooh, I am grandpa to you, though. Like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like your great, not relative, but like acquaintance of a relative, I guess.
Wait! I smell tacit discords in that cave. No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and...
Ooh, she's giving us a little bit of a weird look.
Smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so familiar.
Is Abby sleep talking again?
Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh. Be grateful. I'm giving you a warning.
Ooh, that's a plotting ass look there. It's actually kind of menacing. We go. Lord says, you just been grinding Elden Ring. If you finally beat the DLC, or are you doing like playthrough number 4? Also, Bodhi says, also, I tried Fallout London mod today. Let's go! What do you call it? Fluff has tried it too, and to me, man, I'm right on the edge. I'm like, you know, there's part of me that's like, maybe. You know what also sucks, guys? I was going to mention this on Sunday, but fucking Avowed got delayed till next year. So, like, I don't really have a game outside of ZZZ and this game that I'm, like, hella looking forward to, you know? So we're kind of on the standby thing. So maybe I should jump into Fallout London, and we could have some fun there. We'll see.
Rover, did something happen?
Tasted Discords could be assaulting people over there. Could be. If that's the case, run.
It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be?
What's good, Absolute? Absolute, can you just tell me right now what's on screen right now? Please. Let's go take a look. Every time I do this, it ends up not being a bot. But, you know? Was such a hassle. Yeah, I heard that same thing, Bolty, where it's a little bit of a hassle to get Fallout London working. I thought they'd get it ironed out by now, though. That's surprising to hear.
Make it fast. Signs of climbing. Someone may have been here before us.
Absolute. I'm about to do it. I don't want to be that way, Absolute, but we've had real bad luck. On Twitch, whenever there's a new person that pops up on Twitch, I'm like, it ain't real person.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer.
We got time, Bubba. Don't worry about it.
Help! Help! Thank goodness.
You guys taking a little bit more to hit.
Please stand back.
I will say, this is
We'll
the thing.
take
I have a
it
false
from
sense of security because
I can fight. Let me help.
yeah, our damage definitely drops off when we don't have that. Those damn impacts. Ooh.
Thanks for your help.
Lord says, and now I'm finding a grace so I can call it a net. Gotcha, trying to get to that cap point so that you don't lose any progress. Are you all right?
I'm okay. Wait. Are you the Rover?
You've never played Fallout, Bolty? Or sorry, Gnawing Fetus? Damn. Bolty says, and I've never played a Fallout before. Too, so it's an experience. What the fuck, Bolty? Why? Oh, Bolty, what do you call it? If you're going to play a Fallout, I would highly suggest New Vegas. You can pick it up on like a crazy discount, and it's so worth it, man. It's like the best version of a Bethesda game, or of a Fallout game, I think. How do you know me?
You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also resolved a time crisis here with Madam Magistrate. Everyone's been talking about you.
Absolute says, I don't need to be real. Okay, well, at least that's a better answer than, can I tell you something really important? And then it ends up being this fucking bastardized, stupid deviant nonsense stuff. Sorry, Absolute, I apologize. Bots are making me against normal people.
I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I'd have been a goner for sure.
So this is a person who just like fell out of the thing?
I can't die here. Not when I've got someone waiting for me.
Buddy, stop. Stop. You're putting those death flags. Stop it. Just don't do it. What does he need to say to pull it back? I forget. What did he say? It's been a good life. I don't know what else to say, but it's too many death flags. Everything seems like a death flag at some point.
I finally found it. After all this time.
Buddy, stop. Buddy, there it is. Yep, there it is. It's like just begging the god of death to come knocking. Take it easy. Everything's gonna be all right. Relax. Your wounds are pretty bad. It'll be okay.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain is still restricted. Before entering the mountain, any explorer must submit a request and can only do so while accompanied by the Midnight Rangers.
So she might be like, he's a bad guy.
Sir, could you please share your reasons for traveling here alone?
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend, so I came to find its secret. I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going smoothly before those monsters pounced on me on my way back.
Absolute says, I am not a bot. Beep, boop, boop. Wait a minute. Wait, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. What do you call? Also, Nong says on YouTube says, where is it? Find the Grace thing, Fallout experience. You also haven't played Fallout Nong Venus? What the heck, man? Fallout's such a good game. I'm surprised. It's such like it's not like it's a pretty easy game to get into. All that stuff. Bodhi says, nah, but it's given me Stalker vibes mixed with like Borderlands. It's wild. Such a crazy statement. If anything, those games are a little more like Fallout, but yeah. Also, I don't know if Stalker got delayed. People are wondering what that's going to happen with that game. Also, did you guys hear the fucking news about the Borderlands movie? Oh, shit, man. All I needed to hear was Jay Dultz talk about it and say that they really butchered Krieg's character, where Krieg is basically just like Tiny Tina's pet. And I just fucking, it broke my heart, man. And also, like, I mean, it just reaffirmed that, like, I have fucking less than zero hope for anything Borderlands story, which is such a shame because it was one of the best written games ever. Like, Borderlands 2 with Handsome Jack is still one of the, like, most brilliantly crafted villains and all that stuff. Made by a specific guy that they then fired, specifically Randy Pitchford fucking fired. So, yeah. Anog says, I played Fallout way before Borderlands was ever imagined. Never thought to compare them like that. I know. Same thing. Oh, wait. Also, sorry. Nong says, what do you call it? You've never, not talking about himself, but you never. I think Nong probably has played Fallout. Lord says, I'll do the DLC later. Oh, wait, still haven't got to the DLC yet? Well, man, people say that the whole DLC is like a whole new, like, the Shadow of the Elder Tree for Elden Ring is a whole new game, apparently.
I must get back. Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
What? That's impossible, Absolute. Absolute says, I just started playing this game and I'm Union level 65. How? Are you a bot? like just an endless will? Because I'm level 57 right now. Do you just burn through all like the side content? That seems impossible. Yeah, I'm frustrated that I haven't gotten to that point. With a lot of... Okay, gotcha. I'm about to say, well, at least you started jumping... Is it true that you at least started jumping in the game? Because, dude, it is a fun-ass game, has a weak-ass beginning. You gotta push through that beginning. Because, hot damn. He's doing... Looks like he's only been here for half a day. He seems a bit off.
Some of those injuries are older than half a day.
I don't have any content left. Hot damn. Okay, yeah. So you're level 50. Wait, so does that mean if I do like burn through all the side quests and shit like that, I can get to level 60? Because I feel like I was at a linchpin where I was stuck. But maybe if I just keep grinding out the quests, because I haven't missed a daily, like daily mission thing. So I gotta hurry up and just fucking.
He needs to go back to Hongjian for proper medical attention. Time's against us.
We'll need to escort him down the mountain. Something feels strange about this place.
Indeed. Tacit discords appearing in such numbers on Mount Firmament of all places.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I start speaking way too fast, I apologize. It is 7 p.m. for me. And if I don't drink this, I'm not going to sleep tonight. So fuck it. I don't want to waste either. It does smell like a bubble gum, weirdly enough. Ooh. Granted, drinking like
we can continue our
like 2 cups of coffee, which is what that is.
After getting him
at 7 is not a good idea. Sorry, every time I drink that stuff, it has like grit in it.
On that note, We still don't know
It's
his
2
identity.
a.m. for me. Well, I see why we haven't been
Judging
seeing you
from
around,
his
Richie.
uniform,
God damn.
he might be affiliated
Well, we miss
with
you,
the
and
Pioneer
we love having you, buddy.
Association.
What kind of games have you been playing, Richie, as of late? The associated with the president of the... he mentioned something about something waiting for him.
Then perhaps that someone is in Hongjin. Could be his friend.
Boldy says
or
it's
an
3 a.m.
acquaintance.
here. We need to do more 1 p.m. streams.
Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
She is both immaculate and definitely hiding something. I think she knows that we're in the... Well, this whole fucking place is weird. Like, I don't know why, guys. I feel like if people can feel me on this, whenever they mention multiverse, whenever they mention time, I fucking tune out. I'm immediately just like, what are we doing? I don't want to fucking understand the complexities of all this shit. I just want to listen to a cool story. And you make me sit there and have to fucking cook on it for like 20 minutes to be like, I think this is what's going on. God help me.
Isn't that Wu Li? What happened to him?
Do you know him?
Not really. He showed up in town and...
The secret of immortality. I found it.
Oh, he really went up the mountain, didn't he? Oh my. Quick, get him to a doctor.
Lord says, I just want to beat the game. Yeah, get to the DLC.
Fine. Go find Fuling.
Sir, do you know where his companions might be?
I'm not sure. There are
Yeah, it
lots
makes
of
sense,
other
on-
people in town who are dressed just like him. Why don't you try asking them?
Especially considering I think Fallout probably inspired Borderlands in a lot of sense about being like a post-apocalyptic type thing. We will thanks for the tips. Bye. Okay. Boppity boppity ba. Richard said, Rika says you can especially with the Tacit XP boost. What's that? Absolutely. What's a Tacit XP boost? What's that? Are you fucking lying to me again? Because you said one thing that didn't seem like it seemed like a sarcasm. What is a Tacit XP boost? Is this like a consumable? I'll wait for you to reply before I get too caught in the weeds. I'm level 33. Ooh, dude, union level to me has been the biggest like frustrating point right now. I just want to get to level fucking 30, but I won't let me. It's like it's taking forever. Sorry, not 30. I want to get to 60. 60. I want to get to the point in which I can level up my character infinitely and be done, instead of being on this weird like maybe eventually.
His companions? Sorry, I joined the association not long
God,
ago.
I really don't. I've lost. It's time. It's time stuff. Who knows? He could be a 5-year-old grandpa. I don't know. We know her though. She's nice.
Whoa! How may I help you today, Lady Changli? Oh, and hello, Rover.
She's so cute.
The person on your back. Is he okay?
We found him on Mount Firmament. Do
Oh,
know
you managed to
where
get
his
Genji into a weapon?
companions might
Dude,
be?
she's solid.
Isn't this what
Just take your time. Best case scenario, man. This
happened
game,
to him?
I'm not sure if you've seen the new upgrades, or no, the new patch notes, Richie, but they're really cool. They're adding an ability for you to condense more resin, so condense your like plates, like your daily allotment of fun, essentially. You can condense it so you don't feel like you have to play every day. I think it's done automatically. If it's not, then it's kind of stupid, but I think it's done automatically, so it'll just automatically condense your excess plates, which can hold up to a certain energy bar, or a certain amount of them. I hope it's like 3 days at the very least, but we don't know yet. They're also adding 120 FPS. They're also adding we're getting a free 5-star character in the next patch, which is going to come out, I think, in a couple days here, actually. So we are about to be eating good. And we got a whole bunch of new story stuff. Yeah.
He's one of the Pioneer Association's explorers, but we don't see him around Jinzhou too often. I remember he went on sabbatical months ago, and he left with Fuling.
Bodhi says, I did the same with Stalker, and I just played Stalker Gamma, which essentially is all the Stalker games combined. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to find that with Bethesda. Because,
Yes,
Bethesda's about
Fuling,
making
his
money.
girlfriend. I think they're visiting Hongjian together. They're staying at the inn over there.
Oh, and...
Fuling asked us about his whereabouts not long ago.
yeah, I love Kuro games. Yeah, man, I'm
seemed
in
quite
love too. I'm
worried.
locked in. I'm like
Speaking
die
of-
hard for this game now a little bit.
Is he really okay? Perhaps we should get him to a hospital first.
No, I'm not going. Fuling. She's waiting for me.
Don't worry. We'll help you find Fu Ling.
Fu Ling, not Fu. Okay, she says it more normal than him. Yeah, free 5-star. We're also getting something that I really been wanting for a long time. What do you call it, Richie? Do you ever notice when you're like meleeing an enemy, sometimes you just like fuck off somewhere, like you're not hitting the enemy you actually want? Well, they're actually patching that, so now there's 3 like lock-on combinations of like your character will automatically like aim towards the person that's the closest to you, and gets the position of your camera and the position in which you're moving. I think right now, actually, I don't know what it is. I wonder what the baseline is, because for right now, I find there's so many times where I'm just like, it's so fucking annoying. I'm not attacking that enemy. I think actually, the one that Genshin has, which is the one I kind of am the most familiar with, and the one that feels the most right, is just movement, or sorry, proximity. So the thing that I'm closest to, so I'll just like dodge towards an enemy and make sure I'm closest to the enemy I want to attack. You know. Ooh, she's beautiful.
Ooh.
Look at that cute little hat. As a Canadian, I approve of the toque.
Breathe. Take it easy.
No, I haven't played their previous game. I heard wonderful things about Punishing Grey Raven, though.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Who are you? And Wooly, is he?
I will say the one thing I do want in the game, I always mention it because maybe one developer will see, probably not, but anyways. Point is, I would love to be able to put on autoplay and then hide hub. That'd be the fucking best. And then whenever there's actually like text like this where you have to make a choice, it pops up and breaks the HUD hide. You must be the person.
Yes, I am. Can you please tell me what happened?
Fooling!
Wooly, you're hurt. I've been looking for you. You didn't pick up my calls.
Great news, Fooling. I found it. Finally. I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain, my love.
Oh, sad.
We can finally be together. Forever.
You mean that legend? It's real?
That's kind of wholesome and depressing. I realize people are saying that this is like they're crying at this fucking quest. I think they're being a little dramatic, but I can see it being emotional. Also, what do you call it? Nong says, I agree with GRINN recommendation. Fallout London is good, but check out New Vegas. It has the most Americana and is the best overall Fallout game. Dude, I think it's one of the best games with DLC. I don't think there's been like a better sell for like DLC in all of video games. Like the fact that you get Old World Blues is such an iconic DLC that is so vastly different from the base game, and it gives you so much cool shit. And then you have the one where you get like a supercharged Eddie, and I think there's another 2 that are fucking crazy. They give you like $1 million at the end of one of the DLCs. Like the DLCs, again, New Vegas is one of the best examples. I don't think this thing that sucks is I don't know if Obsidian has the talent that developed New Vegas at this point. I think they may have moved on. But whatever dev team worked on that game knew exactly what the right reward mechanism should be to make a great game, which I feel like 90% of RPGs have utterly failed at nowadays. Where like, again, New Vegas, you would like, there was so many good videos that came out of it too. Same thing with Skyrim was okay, but New Vegas really fucking nailed it about being like, oh, there's like an overpowered sniper rifle that like has a suppressor on it. It's all night camoed, and it will just eviscerate like 80% of shit in the game. If you know to go into this little cave, get it, leave, you have a rare, unique weapon, and you're ready to rock. Here's a special perk that you can pick at the very beginning of the game that makes you see like pop culture references. So if you want to not have an immersive time, you don't have to. So on and so forth. There's like Gauss rifles. There's like a fist weapon that will punch an enemy and it knocks them back like 100 feet. Like it just knew how to reward you and make you validate you doing anything. Same thing with like you doing side quests where you're building up NCR reputation that makes NCR love you, and you have like certain instances in which you can like flex that weight and like tell the people to fuck off and like ignore your bad actions because you have such a good amount of faction reputation. This is something that Ubisoft is probably like the biggest sinner of, is they have zero interest in knowing how to reward the player for doing anything.
Fooling, are you not happy?
No, I am. I'm so glad to hear it.
Yes.
Wooly! Thank you, Rover, Lady Changli. You saved his life.
I'm glad he's okay. Yeah. Again, it's a beautiful sentiment. The person basically trying to like is person's, what do you call it, dying. The person he loves is dying, and he's doing everything to be like, nope, not today, bitch. I'm glad he's okay. Yeah.
May I please ask, what on earth happened? I've never seen Wu Li like that.
Richie says, do you think it's weird I love Encore? No, I have Encore too. Encore is the first character I built out. She's fantastic. I will say she feels, there's some things that if you play enough Encore, you can start to fucking get annoyed, where like she can't hit enemies above her despite her having a ranged fucking magic ability. But other than that, yeah, she's a ton of fun. I will say I'm like, going from like having Encore, Verena, and like the fire gun guy, I was having fun in the game. I was mostly just liking the choices they're making. I wasn't having like peak fun. But as soon as I got Changli, I'm like, holy shit, is her gameplay so fun. It's so like spammy, fireworky. It's just beautiful. And we found you.
So, he said he only spent half a day in the mountains.
Yeah,
Was
Obsidian
that
also made New
not
Vegas in
the
12
case?
months, which is fucking insane. I can't even. I've heard that before. That's crazy to think about.
No, I've been waiting for almost a week. It's not unusual for Wu Li to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. This time, however, seemed longer than usual.
Yeah, we're on a time dilation mountain.
If it weren't for you two showing up, I would have asked the Midnight Rangers to help me search for him in the mountains.
What do you call it? Richie says, I'm hoping they're making a new Fallout with Self though. Yeah, I think they have to be, because I think they had the ambition to make it so that their fantasy game was going to be the successor or their version of Skyrim. That's what a lot of people, like when they were like interviewing people, that's kind of what developers were trying to hint at. That's what they're trying to do. But then if you look at the game that they're making now, I think it's somewhere along the line. It's probably happened. It probably definitely happened when they finally got in. When Microsoft finally bought up Bethesda, and Microsoft already owned Obsidian. I think as soon as that happened, they were like, "Yeah, you can do your little fantasy game if you want. You'll finish it up because you've been working on it for 4 years. We're not going to destroy that progress, but you need to finish it now. Get it out right now. Like, you're stopping development. You're not going to make this any bigger. It's going to be what it is right now, which is a lot smaller than what people were expecting. And then we're going to have you working on these like bigger IPs, like New Vegas or like whatever the next Fallout is. Because yes, everyone's in a like brutal agreement that like, especially after Fallout 4 came, ain't nobody say that Fallout 4 was better than New Vegas in any way. It was cool that there was like some new swings, like we got some new base building, we got some new this and that, but it was just missing that like holy fuck factor of New Vegas.
Wu Li, he did it for me.
Oh, yeah.
I used to work as a landscape
Autoplay was
painter. Wu Li and I met through work, and we traveled to many places together. A few months ago, I got really
Yeah, Shadow of the
sick.
Eltree is huge.
It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time.
Oh.
We couldn't go on our adventures like we used to. Wu Li stopped taking on work and traveled all over the world to find a cure for me. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, when he brought me to Hongzhen. Said he had a surprise for me. I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip, but he disappeared for 7 days. And now he's back rambling about having found a way to stop my condition from progressing.
He was saying everything about the legend. Something with the legend.
Mount Firmament's secret of immortality, I presume?
Yes. Wu Li told me that he's researched and found an untouched paradise on Mount Firmament. A place where time stands still.
Jesse, are you a real person?
He said if I lived there,
What's on screen right
my
now?
condition would never worsen.
What's on that girl's head? Sorry, Jesse.
It cannot fully cure me, but at least we can spend eternity together. At first, I thought it was just a myth. But then you brought up how he only spent half a day in the mountains.
What do you call it? What do you mean, Bolty? Bolty says main XP after all the quest is dailies. Oh, yeah. I was sipping on something refreshing. Oh, yeah. Mortal Kombat 1 getting a trade-off. What you mean? He may have run into the one distortion.
Those were my thoughts as well. But Wu Li seemed very certain.
That
autoplay, but
firmament
it doesn't really
used
do
to
it
have
sometimes.
temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. However, thanks to Magistrate Jinshi and Rover, these disruptions have been dealt with. Or so we had hoped.
Looks like there might be something still off.
So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. And unfortunately, Wu Li has stumbled upon one.
Sorry, Jesse.
Mistaking
Who
it
is
for the
on
legendary
screen right
cure
now?
he was searching for.
Who is on
Little did he
screen
know it would
right
only
now?
put him in more
What color hair
danger.
does she have? Ooh,
I see.
it's a weird thing we have to do on Twitch.
So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care of the leftover tacit discords and block off access to the mountain. Then, if this temporal disruption you speak of is truly so dangerous, Rover, Lady Changli, please help us get rid of it. For the sake of everyone here.
But your friend.
He truly thinks it's the only way to save you. He's willing to take a slim chance just for you.
Freezing my own time. I don't think I should do that. It's not my best option. I appreciate your concerns, but I'll be fine.
She in like pain? Is that why?
Dreams always come to an end. Eventually, we have to wake up and keep moving forward.
Thank you so much, Jesse. I'm so sorry, I apologize so much. Jesse, we've had like 18 bots come in here being like, how was your day? And I'm like, it's been great. How was your day? It's like, it's been so good. I live in Toronto. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. I'm also Canadian or something like that. And then they're like, hey, by the way, can you fucking go to this link and buy this fucking stupid pop-up ad or some shit? I'm like, God damn it. Damn it, I was being nice to a random fucking asshole bot. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, Jesse. Thanks so much for being here. I'm sorry I speak quickly. I apologize. Yeah.
I'm okay.
This is sad. I don't like this.
I haven't talked this much in a long time.
I mean, they're trying. I hate when people try to do this thing where it's like, I get it. It's like trying to talk about the nuance of death and how, you know, death comes for everyone and all this is gonna happen. But at the same time, it's also, I don't know, man. It just leaves me being like, it's a really hopeless, romantic, beautiful thing where there's a person who's like, it's almost, imagine this cute story. All right. The husband comes home from work and he sees his wife like fucking downing something that's bad as hell, like, you know, a shit ton of wine or something else. And he's like, "Hon, I don't want you to die first. I'm just gonna be alone in this world that's fucked up." Okay, that's a cute thing to say. That's fun. It's like, hey, I care about you because I want to spend a lifetime with you. A beautiful sentiment, romantic sentiment. And then for them to do this fucking terminal illness shit where it's just like, oh, but I don't want to live and everyone has to die. It's like, fuck you. Don't you leave me alone in this world. And I don't know if I love the way this is going, which seems like she's going to be like, no, you need to leave me behind. And I hope that guy says, fuck you. Okay? You piece of shit. Okay? Leave me alone in this world. I'll go get the doctor. Yeah.
I'm just a little tired. I'll be fine after some rest.
Listen, I know this tiny little fucking
Once Wu Li
vine girl
wakes up,
who controls
I'll
plants.
explain everything to him.
Not like does short form content.
If you have any other ideas, just tell him. But if you keep it all to yourself, no one, even those closest to you, will know how you really feel.
True.
Yes, I understand.
That hat looks like it could keep the coldest man alive. Okay.
Rover, things are taking a turn. We should probably tell Lady Xingyi first.
Jesse says, by the way, I just have a question. That's why you didn't reply me on Discord? Jesse. What do you mean? Jesse, you're fucking doing weird shit again. By the way, I just have a question. That's why you didn't reply to me. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to reply to anyone on Discord because to me it's always filled with weird shit, like bots or like advertising. Jesse, did I meet you before? Is this the problem? I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused, Jesse. I didn't know I talked to someone on a little while ago who was okay. Yeah, so I talked to you before, Jesse. Yeah. Jesse, I thought we met before. Okay, yeah. Oh, were you the person who talked to me about how? Okay, maybe you were the person I literally talked about. Jesse, it's I don't know. I'm a little bit not sure now. It's just what happens all the time on Discord. You know what I mean? Like it's a classic bot thing. Like everyone has had this happen where you're like on Discord and you get a bot of a person being like, "Hey, I make 3D models for like for VR chat. What do you want me to do that for you?" And I'm like, "How the what? How do you find me?" And no, it's such a very specific offer. Also, no. So when someone ever has any inclination of like, "Here's art," I'm like, "You're a demon. You're a demon who's doing weird shit and trying to get my money or get me banned or some weird account thing." So sorry for my innate distrust for anything in that whole lane. There's been a bit of an accident. Although I'm I'm not trying to feel about this whole thing. There's been a bit of an incident. You explain the event that has transpired. Oh, okay. Yeah. I that's why that's my perception, Jesse.
Of tacit
that's why I'm a little bit like, what is this?
And undiscovered temporal disruptions. There are several questionable details according to Rover's description.
What do you make of Fuling's words from earlier, Rover?
But what happened to the one guy?
He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been 7 days since he returned to Hongzhen. That does sound like some kind of temporal disruption.
I'm not sure about you guys,
but wasn't strong enough to affect Hongzhen.
I still feel like I really do dig the story quest line. I think they're getting much better, like especially about just cute things where like when you're walking to your next destination, they start having like dialogue between each other, and it ends up creating like this kind of nice story and painting this picture in a cool way. But I will say, the story does seem like slow. It does this thing where it almost like it breathes for way too long. Where like this is not what we need to like do this. Like it's like one of the ideas in storytelling is like show don't tell, or like basically trust that your viewer will understand, or your reader, listener, whatever you want to call it, will understand where you're going. Like you don't need to say Billy thought this, Billy felt this way about stuff. You can instead say like what is it, like Billy's lip trembled as he thought about losing his beloved companion. Like you can get all that within just 2 words that just let you infer everything that you need to do. You don't need to have this like, let's go here, let's talk to this person. Now this person's you're gonna get their thoughts on this, and then it's just so much that you end up like being like, yeah, man, this is just dragging on a lot. I love Changli.
After Jinshi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen and inspect Mount Firmament for any lingering temporal disruptions before reopening it to the public.
Yeah, what do you call it, Jesse? What do you call it? I did look at somebody's like what do you call it? Like art thing. I did look through it. Oh yeah, no, Jesse, what do you call it? I don't need anything as far as art's concerned on my thing. I was interested in looking at it because you talked about how your mom and you were doing art. What do you call it? An art station type thing. Not art station, sorry. Like you guys were doing art in a special thing and having art classes, which I was happy to look at. But I was never interested in buying any sort of art for my channel. Unfortunately, it's not that I'm not interested. It's just that to me, I'd rather. I feel weird about stuff like that because I'd rather feel really confident about the streams we're doing. And I did a little while ago, but now I feel like we're kind of just in a fun hangout spirit, period. So I don't really find like again, it's almost like some people would buy a car to then like for their first car. I want to make sure I'm like really good about doing certain things, you know what I mean? before I jump ahead a little bit too much. Like there's a lot of things I would improve before I improve our channel art necessarily, because I don't think it matters. But like at least for me right now, I think I should focus on trying to become more better at communicating, and trying to make it so that I can curate a better 2 hours of time for us to have fun in. Someone that kept it hidden.
Precisely.
Got it, Jesse.
Yet, why did it reappear at this point?
Maybe it has something to do with, maybe I need specific trigger.
Fu Ling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firmament we're familiar with. In that tale, mortals were spared the cost of losing years from their lives. He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run into temporal disruptions in half a day's time. Also, when I questioned him, he evaded my inquiries.
He was hiding something?
Lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. Rather, they hide parts of the truth. The explorer wanted to save his friend, indeed, but he was also hiding something. I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption.
Toward all this...
Did you notice something, Rover?
She accepted the reality a little too quickly. Yeah, she's like, well, I guess we're all gonna die. I must say. Why did she want to get rid of the temporal destruction? She accepted this a little too quickly, yeah.
For someone with a terminal illness, they should hold on to any chance of survival.
Agreed.
No matter how slim. Is that what you think?
Well, not exactly. If you're in pain all the time, I get the idea of being like, can I have a release? But
maybe she's come to terms with her destiny. Or maybe she never planned on continuing to live like that forever.
Yes, but that's the issue where that falls apart. Like, I don't want to be suffering for anymore. It sucks. It changes, at least to me, when you have someone that deeply loves you. That's like fighting for you. So why are you quitting on yourself when this other person is still fighting for every like tooth and nail, just so that you can have a future together? It feels weird to give up then,
Changli?
Well, please pardon my baseless speculations.
About the anomalies in the area.
I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. It's similar to past temporal disruptions at Mount Firmament, but not exactly the same.
Dude, you guys notice how crazy this shit is? Look at the fucking background trees blowing in the wind. Her hair is like fucking vibing around, you know what I mean? Everything's moving and in like real unison. It just looks great.
Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the game record last appeared. This is also where we found that explorer.
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that legendary game record.
The complete temporary program indicated this game. Yeah, guys, I think we're also going to do this next time. We're going to wrap this up next time, because I didn't expect this to be so long.
Exactly.
Again, I think this is the game's biggest issue right now.
If this were to be the case, then we are not the only ones searching for its whereabouts.
And again, I love this character. So, like, if there's ever a character I want to know more about, it's this character. But it's simultaneous, that's not what we're really getting here. We're getting instances in which we can react to how she reacts, which is good. I don't dislike the story. I think there's always it's just too much bloat. Like, you need to trim the fat, Lord says, see you next time. Bye, Lord. We're not turning out too much, but if you're got to leave, then I got you. Enjoy Elden Ring. Hopefully you can get through the DLC, or get through the main game so you can get to the DLC.
But his knowledge of Mount Firmament far exceeds that of a first-time visitor.
You mean...
Something bigger is behind all of this. We need information. Let's not act rashly. Something big is behind all this.
Got
This
it.
is a companion quest. It wouldn't be
The
weak.
Midnight
weak
Rangers
ass
will
shit.
block all entrances to the mountain for now. And Changli, you still have the power to send in garrison troops as needed.
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go back up the mountain and investigate further. I have some theories that could use confirmation. We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the temporal disruption. Regardless, its reappearance is a pressing issue that needs our attention.
I'm coming with you.
It may get dangerous.
We put into danger so many times. What are you talking about? I haven't fulfilled my promise yet. Then having another person on board makes it less dangerous. I haven't fulfilled my promise yet. Man of the word, all that. Man of my word, all that. Blah. Oh!
Well then, thank you, Rover.
God damn! Anyways. That's a thumbnail for sure.
Thank you
For
again
sure.
for your help. You were supposed to be here for a relaxing time. But it seems another crisis has popped up.
Yeah.
Do take extra caution.
Look at that smile. That smile. What's that damn, like, fucking suicide, whatever the hell it's called? Suicide anime? Or not anime, it's a Netflix TV show. Where it's like that smile. Every time. It gets me. Etc. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the stream. I gotta use the washroom, and I'm pretty happy with what we did. We reviewed essentially the next patch coming out in, I think, let me see, the patch is coming out. Where's my event tab? This. It is going to come out in 5 days. 5 days, and we are finally going to get access to a bunch of new must-needed upgrades. Again, the only thing that I have to say, I think they're improving in terms of storytelling. Where they are kind of knowing how to, like, again, this the small nuance of being able to run through, like, a little path and having Changli and the main character kind of, like, shoot the shit and kind of become...
The moment
having this warm back-and-forth dialogue, it makes it seem like, oh, this is not just a quest where we're doing a thing, but instead this is a quest where we're growing closer together. We're not just becoming acquaintances, but we're becoming, like, friends that can lock in and like, ride or die together, so to speak. Like, again, if there's ever a calamity, I would see her coming on in and helping us out, which I think is very cool. But, what do you call it? The other thing that I was mentioning was, what do you call it? Yeah, the only thing that my biggest criticism about the game that I hope they do fix or adjust in the future is I do think that the story is always way too bloated. They just continue to, like, layer on so much needless exhibition or whatever it's called, like more dialogue when I don't think it really needs that. Again, I think it's much better to have things hit pretty quickly, you know? And again, if there was ever a time where I wouldn't say this, it would be here when I'm playing a character I adore and I want to know more about her. But it's just that it just does seem like there's a lot of, like, we're like half of this quest was talking to random townsfolk about what they think of her, which isn't bad. And now it's about, like, this terminally ill girl and her boyfriend, and yeah, it's just not a lot of it's her centered, you know. Which is not bad. It kind of, you know, we're going to see how she reacts to things, which is not a bad way to unravel the character. But again, I just think it's like a little bit too much bloated. It's too much there. Outside of that, yeah, super excited for the thing that's coming out tomorrow. We will, in fact, be doing some VR, guys. So hopefully you're down with that. We're going to be playing with a fucking crazy, awesome smart pistol from Cyberpunk. Just wild. And they got that to work in Bone Lab. I don't know to what extent yet. We'll see tomorrow. We'll be streaming at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and we will be doing good old VR, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. And then Sunday, we'll be playing a ton of ZZ, trying to catch up on that. And then we're kind of ready to rip into next week. We probably will do a stream next week in the middle of the week, because, again, this is going to all get reset around, I think, Tuesday, 5 days from now. We'll be doing a stream. But yes, what's this? XINY is Besker. Who's that? Who's that again? You guys always say the names, and I never know the names. Also, shout out to Lone for having the patience to try this drink with me. Because, yeah, we were both suffering, sitting there watching and be like, God damn it. Although Lone did have other flavors that are probably good, and these are, like, the only flavors I now have that are somewhat good, because I have old-ass flavors that came out back, like, 4 years ago when it comes to gamer subs. Also, what do you call it? Again, that, I feel kind of bad. That Jesse person I met, I hope I didn't ever imply that I wanted, art. I feel bad about that, because I was just curious about what they had going on as far as, like, their they're a fellow Canadian who has a business, an entrepreneurial business that I thought was cool. I didn't necessarily mean to instill that I wanted art for our channel, you know. Richie says, I'm glad they're doing the right thing and sticking to fix first, then bringing new. Yeah, for sure, man. Well, again, I think we're finally like on the way up. Like, I don't think like this game I was already really willing to do its weird stuff, like get past all the weird crap. As far as like the lock-on sometimes didn't work, it wasn't 120 FPS, stuff like that just wasn't ideal, but whatever. I love the like art design so much. I love the story in a lot of ways too. But yeah, I think to me it's like one of the best games, at least to me, as far as mechanical stuff goes. And yeah, and then ZZZ is also a ton of fun too if you're willing to like you know, take that game for what it is, I guess. Raid says great stream, thanks guys. Oldie. Oh, the oldie. Yeah, the old lady. Right, I got you. Yeah, oldie. Lone says, double disc drop in ZZ. Yeah, I've also been doing that. Yeah, it's a good time to play both those games. Although I still need to fucking grind out the more main story in ZZ's just so I can have access to finally the, what is it called? The, what is it called? Also, isn't that crazy? You know, some people have like the dent in their head, which I kind of, I guess, do to some extent. But I have this fucking like, yeah, like this like muffle pad thing. It makes a dent in this part of my head. It's funny because it's not even that like, it's not very like pressurized. Anyways, but yeah, a bunch of events going on. That's why we're playing this game and of course ZZZ on Sunday. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you tomorrow when it's a VR stream. I know it's not everyone's favorite stream sometimes because it's a little odd. But ladies, also I just noticed
of our lives.
They literally put in like a pressure indent on the bra thing. That's crazy. The developers are wild. Just like there's like when there's like the thigh strap, there's meat protruding on both sides. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, love you bits. Hope I can see you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. And tomorrow we will be also trying out another one of these flavors. Probably the one that is the most degenerate, called Anime Girl Thighs. All right. Abs is also up there. Anyways, goodbye, guys.